So we're on session 4. It's the 18th of June 2018, and I am Brian, the GM.
I'm Clare. I play Ash, who is a Kodakai hunter who has been exiled and looks after the tree that helps to run the ship.
Hello, I'm Calum, and I'll be playing Carlotta, the human alchemy botanist nerd.
With a dodgy mic currently.
Oh dear.
Hi.
No.
No.
No, it's not. Can I just fix that in the background? We'll come back to you, Calum.
Hi, I'm Emma. I am playing Kahr, who is a member of the Shireen people. She is a travelling youth of her tribe trying to gain knowledge about the world.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel. See, and I'm Stephen, who plays Nathaniel. Yeah, I get them confused sometimes. And I'm the human captain of the Arcadia.
Hi, I'm Nico. I'm playing Professor Ludvig von Lohengramm, and I am the creator of a fine vessel.
I am the one and only.
Also.
Oh, am I audible?
You are now.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Right. Sorry. I thought there was a thing. I am Colin. I am playing Attanor, who is the Elven Prince / Ambassador.
Hi, I'm Allan. I'm playing Russell Aldous Hicks II. Along with my robot brother, we're looking for a lost father.
Excellent. Calum, how are we doing on the old...
Right, how's that?
No, still the same.
Oh, I'm not laughing at the problem, just laughing at the how is that? No.
Have you considered no?
I had an issue earlier and I just tried the old off and on again, and that seemed to do a good.
Oh.
You took my advice?
Yeah, it sounds like.
Goodbye. And on again.
Ah.
Well, from that one sound, it sounded better.
Yeah.
Mildly better?
No, that
Yeah,
sounds
that's
better.
better.
Can I do Carlotta's intro
Excessively
again?
better.
Yes, I'll be playing Carlotta, the human alchemy botanist nerd who's very not good at combat.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Spoilers.
Oh, wait, sorry. I actually lied. She's like a super tank.
It's alright, we'll just beep that out in the editing.
We'll take that in
Fix
post.
it in post.
Carlotta, who is beep and beep beep.
Combat.
Unmoist.
Oh dear. Why? Why you do this? Why? You just make me a sad.
That is how I like my nerds.
Weeping.
I was thinking ripe and moist, but okay.
Yes. I like
Well,
my
we know
coffee,
how
I
both
like
of
my
you like your nerds now, and they're very different from one another.
Losing.
I like my
Ooh.
botany, how I like my women.
No, that's enough, Claire. That was like genuinely enough.
Mostly, he is correct.
Mostly.
Make the treble.
But not completely.
I like my coffee black.
As long as I'm mostly. Mostly.
Right, I've almost finished rolling my initiatives because I've actually been doing stuff in the background, like a sensible person. Nonsense as it is. Although these initiatives are pretty good. I hope you roll well.
Just as a warning to things that I can't control across the course of this recorded segment, if the football is currently happening in the room next to me. So if England do a significant good or a significant not good, there may be a vocal interruption.
Okay.
But I have done my best to contain it with all of the doors that I can.
Watch it, it's gonna move!
It'll be like when you
both seem
watch
normal-sized.
Exactly.
you know when you listen to like the back catalogues of a podcast and you realise that they're like commenting about like the Olympics or something, like the 2012 Olympics, and you're like, oh, the time, how it flies. In the future, we may hear the weeping of England's early defeat. So that might be nice for posterity.
Carved in stone, audibly.
Remember that session where England lost?
Which one?
I
Lol,
remember.
lol, lol, lol. Bringing it home, lads.
Okay, so I have my stuff generated. Right. We're gonna do... Let's get initiative... We'll do initiative if it comes to that. Okay?
Have we given up on the introductions?
No, that's why I'm saying we'll do initiative as it comes to that. That's what I just said.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
Hold your horses, or hold all those pirate horses, you know?
I only have land horses, I apologise.
Good. I'm pleased by this. Right, so who remembers what happened last week?
I
No.
do, but I
Cave.
literally listened to it last.
I have no idea what anyone's talking about.
That sounds right.
Yes.
We were doing a fly in the sky.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Stephen, what do you think
Flying
happened
for a
last time?
I thought we just boated.
Where do you think we are?
You literally had a whole session around taking off, Stephen.
But we didn't.
Like,
Yeah, but in between that and
In the
next
montage,
session-
did we take off?
Yes.
You started
the
last
montage
time in the
taking
air.
off.
Okay. I didn't actually take us off in the air, so I had no memory of that.
Well, we
But-
flew it in the sky,
with diamonds.
and then
We don't want that either.
Ash did target practice with her
Yep,
bow and arrow
just Ash.
in the cargo hold, and then Nathaniel decided it
No,
would be a great
didn't
idea
cover
to
it.
shoot his
Yep.
pistol,
It's not a bad
Uh,
idea.
which it was a terrible idea.
I disagree.
Um,
It's an
Terrible
awful idea.
It
And
was
then
an idea.
he shot a hole through the wall into Carlotta's lab and terrified Ash, who does not like guns. She thinks they're awful and scary and loud. Being a code
There
red.
was an idea.
She doesn't really, she knows of these things, but she's not used to them. So
I'm not used to you not being used to
she
them.
ran away and hid up her tree and fell asleep.
What are you going to be like in this fight?
Well rested.
We just
Um,
Brilliant.
Oh, that's it. Leave.
No, she's turning over a new leaf. She's branching out and other such plans. Oh, move on.
And then
And
we
then,
got a mission from
God,
the good old captain,
We don't want that.
No. you
Lohengramm.
don't.
Own
I
God.
own- I own-
I'm the captain. He's the expedition
yeah,
leader.
okay. We got a mission from Lohengramm, who isn't the captain. Nathaniel is the captain, which I am stating for clarity.
Clarity.
And then we landed. We did a whole thing with like rowboats
Boats.
in the sea. The tree
Wee
pushed
boats.
roots down to refuel, and then we were just walking.
And you
Lohengramm had a
marked
single,
where you're at.
a signal, not a single.
Lohengramm released a single.
we just walking. And Lohengramm released a single.
Then you
He
should-
detected a single. He was interested in maybe taking no.
Detected the
Um,
beyonds.
It went something along the lines of boom boom chick chick boom 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 chick.
And then we spotted some horses outside a cave. We're like, there's horses there. So we went in the cave, and then there's pirates in the cave, and we're like, oh no, there's pirates in the cave.
And I said, "Hello."
Oh, that's right. Nathaniel said hello to the pirates. The
Then I
cave
got
pirates.
shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Just went patting.
Pating, ping. That's right. So
So,
They were patting you down.
that is us caught up.
Awful.
We're now going to freeze time with the look of the lineup shot with the kind of spark off the kind of chest plate of the Lohengramm 5000. And then we're going to have a freeze frame of like Nathaniel kind of mid, what's that face as time stops. We're going to rewind all the way back until the hole in the wall repairs itself. The kind of small lead ball rewinds all the way into the flintlock. The explosion unexplodes into the flintlock, and then we'll just play that right back out as it loads, fires, smashes through the wall. Go.
I think I quite like the idea of Carlotta just holding up a beaker with a sample of the tree in it, just looking at it really
You don't
intently.
have a sample of the tree, Calum.
Before you came, I took a sample.
You don't even own beakers? You just have a cup with a leaf in it?
I'm just saying, like, I would rather RP that out if you got a sample of the tree rather than you just having one.
Aww.
Keep in,
Right,
keep
I'm
in
looking
mind,
at
the
beakers
tree
of-
was studied by Carlotta before
Oh,
you
I
came
know
on
that.
You
board.
arrived, yeah.
But
So
I
feel
think
like...
if she found out, what I'm saying is I would like to montage that at
Yeah,
not
If
montage.
she found
Oh, yeah,
out.
we
Flashback.
can do that in the future. But for time's sake.
Lab time is not lab space is not your space.
Exactly.
It's Carlotta's space.
Carlotta's
Fine.
space. This is my private space. Anyway, I
Sorry
quite
for
like the
being
idea-
protective over my baby.
Well, yeah. Screw your baby.
No, you're being meta-protective.
You are being meta-protective. Yeah, so I quite like the idea of the bullet like flying through that beaker, and everyone just sort of hears like a "Ah!" And then that sort of turns into sort of this angry like scream as she sort of just wipes her like hands across the entire desk, knocking everything over and breaking loads of stuff, and she sort of storms out and heads towards the guilty party holding a gun towards a target.
Shit,
To
damn,
be
son.
fair, I'll probably be holding a bow by the time you get there.
No, probably not, because Ash fell to her knees and like was sat there for a moment, and I imagine like Carlotta would not waste any time coming
No.
through.
Make me feel worse, miss. I'm so upset and in despair that I fell to my knees. And I've honestly felt so bad about the thought of firing the gun and it being so frightening. Like, man.
So, Carlotta bursts into the cargo room.
Oh, excellent.
So your lab is there, Carlotta, and the cargo room is obviously there, and that's I've
I
removed something.
see.
Oops. See,
Why were you shooting at my lab? Anyway,
they'd set up
yeah, I
targets.
probably just storm up and actually just say, "What are you doing?"
And I'll just
Sorry, that
look.
was quite loud.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'll just glance. I'll probably. I guess I'll still be holding the gun, like literally still smoking. I'll just be like, target practice.
I've been doing so much into so much important work, and why would you just shoot him? Like, you don't know I've been working for months on this.
I can't remember. Did I miss or hit the target?
I think you missed the target.
You missed the target, I think.
Yeah, you did. You,
so
you
the-
missed gloriously though.
Did
if
I miss with
recall.
the bow and the gun?
Yes.
Yep.
I just go. I guess I need more practice.
She just sort of like looks at you in like total despair and like as if she's about to like just burst into like tears and just turns away, just runs into the lab, slams the door. And
I guess like I'd be standing there being like, wow, I really upset a lot of people.
Just sits the gun in a crate and just starts whistling, hands in pockets, so away you go.
I'm just like, I literally fire like it only fires one bullet, but that's enough, and everything.
Yeah, there's maybe a lesson in there.
But I like the idea that
Maybe.
maybe the idea that why it's maybe a bit lost on you why Carlotta's so upset is maybe that was the only sample she had left of the tree.
Yes,
That would be good
that's
because
kind-
then you
that's
do
kind of what
actually
I
get
had.
to RP.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's quite a nice way of.
Hey, it's almost like he says that about this.
And then maybe I can
I
lie
have my
and say,
moments.
yeah, I totally met that, Ash. I'm sorry it scares you, but I was destroying the stolen
didn't
parts
know
of the
that.
tree.
You know nothing of this.
You would
Stephen.
definitely say that though.
Damn it, that's two people I need to buy in-game presents for now. Oh,
Also, I think, like the rest of that sequence, you would just occasionally hear like a crash as she like throwing things across the room.
It's okay. You're about to have another noise happen.
I'm just like, I think I'd
Oh no.
I'd very much just be like, well, I really not gonna pee her off again. Like, I thought she was quiet. You just need to shoot at her once, and apparently she goes nuts.
The quiet ones you've got to watch out for.
That is true.
I think you'll find it's the bullets you gotta watch out for.
I don't know. I'm pretty loud.
Yeah, but we can hear you coming, so it's fine.
Oh my.
Excuse
Make
me.
that dirty!
Title of okay.
So, I think some time passes, and then there's a thud. A very, very heavy, heavy thud on the wall of the lab as the hole is pegged up with an arrowhead.
Oh yeah!
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that one.
Carlotta.
Yeah, like, yeah, she comes storming out of the lab, and like, how close to the door would the arrow or the hole be?
I mean, probably nearish the door, you know? Like,
Okay, I'd like to like just like pull it out and just walk straight up and get all in Nathaniel's grill and just look at him, not saying anything. I assume he's quite a bit taller than me, so I'm just staring up. Her eyes are like proper bloodshot, and
what height are both of you?
I believe I'm 5'4".
I'm probably like 6'1".
Yeah, so there's some height difference.
I'm at least 6, perhaps 6'1".
No, he's definitely 6, but he tells everyone he's 6'1".
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
That's a room is 7. What?
He got his boots made up specifically to have an inch heel on them.
Of course he did.
The soles are just an inch thick, that's all.
That's just a trick of the eye.
Yeah, maybe because the professor is 6 foot tall exactly. And he was like, I am 6'1", actually.
It's why I'm in charge of the ship.
Your friend at time 6'2".
My tallest!
We don't own ships.
No! That's
By the
what,
end
why
of
do
the
you think,
campaign, they're both going to have platform shoes, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You
why
need
do you think I
stilts,
asked
right?
the professor to give me rocket boots? It's just so I can hover higher. Whenever I'm in a room with people who are taller, I just slightly take off a little.
Rocket boots on a wooden airship. Yep.
Yeah. A fire! On an inch!
In Carlotta's lab!
Fire in Carlotta's lap.
So, anyone wanting to add to the scene? Because we've just got Carlotta kind of walking up and holding the arrow, brandishing it in front of possibly a slightly attacked looking captain. We could kind of fade out there if people think that's dramatically appropriate, or we could add more to that scene. It's up to you guys.
I've not done my bit yet.
I know. That's why I was offering this up. Carry on.
Okay. I guess I'll be like, I think I need more practice. And be like, why did you take the arrow off? It filled your hole. Like, it was plugged.
Everyone, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You know, even after I said it, I instantly changed it to something else.
I don't know what you
That's
mean.
why
Carry on, Carlotta.
The space in the wall that was no longer a space, that was a space in the wall, was less of a space in the wall after I put that arrow there. Why?
I know.
Why bring it to me?
You think this is all just fun and games, but I'm trying to do some serious work here. And just and she tries to snap the arrow against her knee, but I assume fails because she's like a scrawny thing. And
What
then,
strength is she?
Throws it away. She got Brawn 2.
I mean, you could probably manage it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Bronto's okay.
How about like half snaps? You know when you snap it, but it's not quite snapped.
Sure.
And it's just sort of like dangling around, and she just throws it away and just storms off. Like,
I think I'd look
Okay.
like I'd feign like disgust. I'd be like, oh, that was ashes. I can't believe you're just going around trashing other people's things, Carlotta.
and she's gone.
And I think with the
I think there was other people in the cargo boy. I'd probably look around them and look at the bow and go, "That was a bit of fun and games."
as I said, I think I'm happy with fading that out on the faux shock of that was ashes.
Yeah.
As Carlotta's already kind of stomping down the corridor, and then we will just fast forward with the screechy tape noises all the way to. Thank you for not actually bombarding me with those noises. To our current situation.
That's me. I guess you're wondering how I got here.
They were not.
We travelled by map.
Like in the Muppets. I love it.
Other things we don't want. So,
Sorry.
We might.
not yet. And
One day.
like it's a possibility.
People often say I'm a Muppet, so I might.
That is true.
I mean, the first thing we do when we have collective wealth is buy the Muppets,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
that's number one on the list.
Not like
Second,
a communal
house.
place to live or anything, you know, but just the
No.
Muppets.
I was thinking more V-shaped
We'll just get
moon
because
into
then
my
we can get
face.
Muppets made of our RP characters.
Oh my
Yes.
god. So glorious.
A wee puppet Eremos would be so adorable.
Wee little
That would be so cute.
Yeah.
I think
You
adorable
little
and cute are the wrong words.
So anyway,
But anyway.
in
All
this
my
game,
puppets would just be this one puppet with
in
different outfits.
this game, Stephen.
Ryan.
Stephen!
Ryan.
Names!
Right. It, Ryan.
Yes.
Steven, what are you doing in this tiny room?
So,
Is
as
this-
you were originally following Zhia's lead, I should maybe get a Zhia icon, actually, just... It's maybe something I should grab as well.
Zhia's not used to combat and literally just turns into a rock. It's like,
Why not?
can't see me.
Wait for it. So, I think this can do for now.
Just a big old boulder. No? No, okay.
So that can be Zhia, which is just a random crystal.
I was next to Zhia.
Yeah. Well, I think technically Zhia was probably like this, like, you know, but I can't really put them in the middle. In fact, can I? No, it snaps to grid. So Zhia can go there.
Pesky.
But for narrative purposes, Zhia is like there. And yeah, so Zhia just stops. Obviously, everybody's then walks around the corner going, and that's about the time we said, oh. And then Nathaniel goes, hello. And then you hear the gunshot ping off the professor's armour.
That's
the
Drama.
And then the camera does that dramatic zoom in on the gentleman at the far side of the room, which I've pinged for everyone's leisure. And does that kind of, as I say, dramatic zoom right up past the flintlock as you see him slowly just reloading it and kind of smirking to himself. He's got quite a neat kind of full beard, but quite neat to his face. He's got a big mustache, kind
Is
of
this evil me?
kind of strawberry blondish itself, and you just hear him say, "Hello there."
Oh, hello there. Shooting before talking's a bit rude though, isn't it, yeah?
Entering people's caves uninvited
Well,
is considered rude, and you just see him smirk, because he knows.
Well, I mean, you could have at least put up like a sign saying keep out or something, you know? That's maybe a good idea, yes? I can make you one if you want. I'm very good at I can do this.
I can do this. I can do this.
Gentlemen, and then you just hear the sound of a whole bunch of flintlocks cocking. And there's a lot of guns pointed in your direction.
Ash's face is filled with utter dread.
I think Carlotta
Okay,
sort of
dread bats fly at Ash's face, they flash everywhere. There's utterings.
Quickly, get the combats. Call for help.
I'm
combat.
currently
Attanor is going to try and be ambassadorial.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's going to be
Oh,
great.
no. Roll for ambassadoriality.
No, there you go.
T'Challa.
Cave dwellers. I'm addressing.
That's how you're starting.
To be
That
fair,
knob.
they just told them it was their cave. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm with him on this one.
He's like that. He thinks that it is their cave. He sort of extends his arms in a gesture of, welcoming. He's still got a sword in one hand. He's not got his shield out, so it's probably not as welcoming as he means it to be.
I think as well, like as soon as you say, hello there, cave dwellers, you should. Oh. Oh dear.
England!
Sorry, I think a football happened. Carry on.
Yep. Yeah. So I think as you say, hello, cave dwellers, you hear like one of the people from like this group, be like, hey, and kind of disgust, and then, like the gentleman at the back goes, to be fair, we are in a cave.
I think I'd speak up and go, and you did say it was yours.
And then you just see the guy at the back kind of do that kind of shrug his shoulders, arms out to the side, like, to the irked gentleman in that group. You just see him scrap his face and then kind of like re-raise his pistol.
I look round to Nathaniel. Is it their cave or not? I don't follow.
I think they're just in the cave just now. They probably live somewhere else, but they are dwelling here. So, you do you.
I see, he says. He doesn't.
He's blind?
It's quite dark. No.
It's actually not
I
that dark
suppose-
in this room. This room's quite
Okay,
well lit.
excellent. I would continue. There is no need to fire upon us. We merely are tracking something that the professor understands. It seems quite harmless, though, and insubstantial.
And you see the gentleman in the back going, like your claims seem to be. And just like a big cheesy grin. As if he's very pleased with his comment.
I mean, we're not pointing the weapons right now.
Some of you are. Looks at the group assembled with weapons.
I mean, but all of ours are kind of
We're not
Not.
pointing them.
mostly not
There,
guns.
they're not pointed though.
Yeah, my gun's not even out of this holster.
Unprepared.
Absolutely.
I think I'd probably like. Well, that's probably we just kind of have them. I mean, you shot us. Some people react and are scared.
Just so she's aware as well, this may not have been apparent, but each individual one of these people are in fact a group of 5.
Oh,
That's a lot of guns.
Yeah.
Well, that's just maddeningly unhelpful.
That's a lot of fish.
He has a group of 1.
So, would you like us to just leave?
We can leave.
And I'll just like point and be like, yeah,
Hello, hello.
No. she's right.
You have noticed at this point that Zhia hasn't moved since she's walked into this room at all, and is now glowing every colour very fast. Like a rainbow.
No.
That's more as professor. Should we? Can you pick her up?
I think as that obviously as maybe everybody just starts noticing the colours kind of like cycle through, you just see the gentleman at the back going, your pet rock seems to be in distress.
Well, I mean, there's a total of like 31 guns pointed at us right now. Yeah, we have kind of a little bit of a reason to be.
We're all in distress. We're all in distress. Yeah. You're just looking
Yes,
around at the group.
yes.
Carlotta's lying on the floor.
Some more than others.
Mm.
I mean, I seriously, can we pick up the rock?
Possibly. But
Then you just hear them at the back just gonna say, "The rock stays with us."
that is not possible, I'm afraid.
I think that's for the rock to decide. The rock has a voice, and it's a person, so
You just see him look really, really confused, and he's like, "No, I don't think so. I think it's for my 31 guns to decide."
What knowledge do you have of this rock?
That it's
Have you
mine.
seen another like it?
I really wish he hadn't said that.
And then you see the groups shimmy forward, as if dum 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 dum.
Okay. I mean, before I commit, guys, are we committed? Are we
For this
committing?
relationship?
Are you saying this in
No, I
character?
think he means to Zhia.
I'm saying this out of character because I know
I'm
in
pretty sure
character I
we'll
would
die. So
I mean, do you want to leave Zia?
I mean, no.
Not
No.
especially.
Not particularly. But I
Right.
also want to
I
survive.
would.
yeah, if it's an option between leaving Zia and dying,
I know what I'm running away. I mean, I'm running away regardless. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Everyone take praise at how Calum built his character.
um, so we shall leave and we'll come back.
I don't think so. I think you'll leave and forget you were ever here.
Where?
You know, I knew I liked you.
I think I'd just kind of signal everybody, like, wave back out at the entrance and be like, let's just back away, everyone.
So-
Zia can handle themselves.
So what's everyone doing?
Well, Kahr looks not scared at all, in spite of the fact that she has a knife in the face of 31 guns, because loads of calm and presence and willpower and mental fortitude, and pig-headedness. But and she's looking with extreme distaste at the guns, just like, you savages with your pop booms and your kill from a distance.
pop booms.
Hey!
Yeah, she's not a huge fan of the way you fight either, but you can fly a boat thing, so that's alright.
People need to
Um,
stop shouting my pop booms.
I don't like your pop booms.
Nobody seems to like my pop booms.
I would like a pop boom right now.
Let's stay in the moment, shall we?
And
Sorry to GM or that, but
yeah, God, Ryan. And would be extremely hesitant about leaving Zia, mostly because Zia is really fucking interesting, and
currently
she doesn't-
displaying all the rainbow colours at the moment.
yeah, and she doesn't understand what's going on with Zia, and mostly what she is out in the world to do is collect knowledge about things. And so far, Zia is like the big question mark, so she would be incredibly hesitant to leave that.
Plus, you have seen
And
Zia
also
glow
like
different
Zia
colours.
as a person.
Like Zia has changed colours subtly before. Like it's one of those kind of weird clouded light type things. Almost like as if there's smoke with a lamp underneath it. That's usually the colours that Zia cycles through. But this is fast and angry, and it's never done this before.
Like
Aggressive disco lighting.
Yeah.
I'd like
Love
to
it.
point out that for the entire situation, Nathaniel was very this. He was in distress. Like he's like, oh God, you know what? Too much. We'll just leave. But the moment that they said that Zia has to stay, he's very, very unhappy. Like I'm still planning to say we leave, but there's a shift in his tone from his, you know what, everything's fine, we'll just leave, and to step away. Let's go. it's really not what I want to do. I don't like leaving someone behind.
Are you still describing
it-
that look or that tone change, or are you actually going to give us dialogue and character?
Well, the dialogue was let's go back, let's leave. Zhia can take care of herself.
Okay, well, let's
sort
let
of
other
that.
people react to that then and see how
Yeah.
they get on with that, because I feel like all that dialogue is good dialogue to have said in character when people make a decision.
Right.
Because it's good. It feels like stuff that Nathaniel could say to maybe sway a group.
But it's not something I'd want to say outright because I don't want the
Oh yeah, no, I get
other
that.
people. Yeah.
So what's everyone else doing? Let's go down the list.
Ash.
Who has carried a gift of Zhia's into this
Yeah.
battle.
She doesn't want to go. Like, she kind of maybe has like tears welling up in her eyes a little bit, because if the captain's saying go, like in her head everyone else is going to go, and she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to leave Zhia behind.
Okay.
So she's not going to move until anyone else does. Like, until the rest of the party are clearly leaving, she's going to stay.
Carlotta.
Carlotta is freaking out.
What do you mean Carlotta never left the ship? What are you talking about?
She did,
Carlotta's
but
already
one
back at the
noticed she
ship, what
was
are you saying?
there.
You just hear the Tesla rowboat power up outside.
Good,
yeah.
we have an escape driver. Oh no, they've gone.
One of the boats is in fact gone. We have to do 2 journeys with the other boat.
I just need to click my fingers and 30 militia will come out.
Remember those nights you guys had?
No?
Me neither.
What night?
What night?
Oh man, we could have just flew over the entrance of the cave and dropped the knights from their rooms. And that loud noise and thud would have drawn them all out, and then we could have landed on them.
Yeah,
All of them.
good strategy.
All of them.
But then you would have
That
forgot
is-
to
that
close
is
the room
literally
doors,
the way that all of us
so
thought.
all 40, like one of them, would be on board.
But then we just close those bits, take off, and then open them again.
You really have a lot of
That-
faith in your piloting rules, don't you?
That's how we defeat. That's how we could defeat a whole army. Just down, grab, up, drop, down, grab, up.
How many
up.
triumphs is that?
That's
Like,
well, it's at least one success, which Stephen has struggles with. So,
he's just saving them up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Saving them up.
Yes, yes.
but anyway,
Someone has faith in
No.
me. Thank you.
Carlotta.
Yes,
Carlotta!
Go, Carlotta!
she's like really stuck because she doesn't want to leave Zhia behind, but at the same time, all her instincts are like, I need to not be here because bad things are going to happen. So she's probably just kind of freaking out and hyperventilating in the back.
Okay. Kahr. I know
I think-
we've kind of had your bit, but like, feel free to expand.
Yeah, I think although Kahr is probably used to following kind of Nathaniel's instructions, in most cases, her real kind of the professor is the one who hired her and ultimately whose call she will follow. So if Nathaniel makes moves to leave, she won't leave until Lohengramm makes clear that he will be leaving,
Yeah.
in which case she'll probably follow. But as with Ash, she doesn't want to and won't do it until she is hugely outnumbered.
Right. Nathaniel, we've kind of had your point, and I've kind of paused you, so I'm going to move on to the professor.
Well, this Nathaniel telling us all to leave sounds a hell of a lot like a cunning plan, and
What are you basing that off of?
LVL is well the fact that LVL isn't really seeing the need to leave. He doesn't do cunning, so like I'll be like I don't know, like Professor would be definitely not really like the idea of leaving Zhia behind, probably in any means really. So
Is this the one time I tried to make a smart decision and have us back away from a big fight where we're outnumbered and we die? Where everyone's like, nah. Why didn't you just start shooting, Stephen? Why didn't you just do your normal thing?
I mean, I want to run away. I just know that Ash wouldn't. So, unless everyone else was leaving, I'm sitting here going, "We're all gonna die, aren't we? We're just gonna die."
I'm kind of the same. Me personally, I want to leave, but I just LVL would want to leave. I don't know. He wouldn't be thinking like that rationally. He would just be like, "I'm not leaving Zhia behind." Like, again, this is like probably the most remarkable thing that's he's seen. So, yeah.
With Ash, it's literally just because she feels that she's made friends with Zhia.
Why am I the rational one?
Yes. The situation.
I just like that. Yes.
Yeah, why is that?
Cats and dogs living together.
Right. Okay. So, Attanor.
Okay, so as this has been going on, his sword has sort of red crystalline patterns, sort of vein-like patterns have appeared on his blade.
Why is everything flashing?
Yeah.
I'm not.
And Attanor is probably just looking very intently across the group and maybe staring a little too hard. He's not liable to move until he absolutely has to. He isn't going to act, but he sort of still expects a fight. And to be honest, he kind of is. The more perceptive among you might suspect he's actually sort of itching for a fight a little. But he's not stupid enough to run at all of these guns. Certainly not alone. He also, despite being a bit ambivalent about Zhia, does have a certain degree of respect for the creature at the very least, and probably also a desire not to see it fall into the hands of a bunch of human cave-dwelling brigands.
And
so yeah, he's standing around
like
threatening.
It's like there-ish.
Yeah.
For everyone, just so you know. Roughly. This is very narrative space.
Yeah, so I'm not moving. My sword's gone sinister.
Oh, it's done a sinister. Next. Gib. Or Russell, I should say.
I would probably...
Oh no, that's cool.
Oh my god.
This is the best thing ever, man. What is
Does
this?
anyone else think it's a bomb?
I mean, that does look a little fusey.
Put down some
Crank it.
Zhia 4.
Oh no.
Some things are canon, some things are not.
Most things are not.
Mostly.
Mostly not canon.
So, yeah.
What about you, Nick? Do you just have like torches that are just flashing on and off here? Feeling a little left out?
You mean lanterns, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just smoke. Steam.
And Ash just has her green eyes glowing, so Bertrand's maybe something.
Nope. So, Russell? What was your input, sorry? Is Gib here? You with us, Gib?
Yeah.
How's Russell feeling with this? Is Bertrand clanking his metal fists together?
I would listen to the captain. If he says leave,
Yeah.
leave. But if Zhia's not obviously coming round, then I would just get Bertrand to lift.
I think he's possibly nosy enough that it would probably have already attacked them. Potentially, depending on how threatened it felt. Like, Zhia is quite happy to wade into combat normally. From all the conversations me and Craig had, we can obviously edit this in post if we have to, which I won't. We'll just say we did. But yeah, so yeah, as far as I know, I mean, Zhia would possibly already have killed 4 of them by now, had it been able to act. So yeah, It just seems to not be moving.
4 of the groups of 5, or, 5? Or just 4
I will
of a
let the
group of
dice
5?
answer that when Zhia rolls combat. But yeah, so I think that says checked in with everyone. So what are the group actually doing?
So it seems like the group is not leaving.
So yeah, so I think as you've said that, no one's really moved. Maybe everyone's doing that shifty eye to the side, checking each other out type thing, and then maybe Attanor's just looking down at his sword and then looks over at the group kind of really intently like "Rrrr."
I think like Nathaniel would take this as, you know what, I gave us the option to leave. And I think he'd love the fact that nobody left. It's like, we can save ourselves, we can get out of here, we can leave a member of the crew behind. Oh, apparently we can't. So I just want to ask the group, is it okay if I shoot someone now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll look at the big guy and go, boring conversation anyway, and I pull my gun.
Carlotta covers her ears.
And
Yeah, Ash is like, she's not covering her ears, she's got her bow ready, but you
No
can
one-
see in her face she's braced.
no one really
Oh
does
shit,
anything
aim for the roof.
because I want everybody to roll initiative now.
Yeah,
And we're
that's
gonna,
why I stopped at pull my gun.
Yep. So that's boring conversation anyway. Goes to lift his gun, or maybe you draw your gun. Let's see. I'll give you that much because I'm nice. You would draw your gun, and then right, Ash, click on your token and roll initiative.
Are we rolling cool or vigilance?
I mean, I don't know. At this point, you just can roll whatever.
I'll roll cool.
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause that's why we
Because
get
Because it's
Yeah,
not
anything.
like a surprise attack anymore.
I don't know. I mean, some people might be surprised. The captain said leave, then he pulled his gun. What?
Also, rolling cool. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah.
Or
Sorry.
vigilance.
Who's this? Who was that that just rolled? That was Ash, wasn't it?
That was bad.
Yes.
Give me a second. I'm going to
Rolling cool.
Bear with me, guys. Bear
Okay.
with me.
There we
Rawr.
There's a bear with him.
I just need to. Oh, apparently I'm still in the effects mode. I need to apparently make everybody display their names. Okay. Ash. Save changes. And of course it's not going to redo it initiative. Let me just rename that. Edit. Why doesn't it let me edit your name? That's really frustrating.
Where's the
Um,
initiative? What's it under?
If she double clicks on the token, it should give her the option to change the token's name.
Yeah, can everyone name your tokens, please? And also display it, if it gives you the option to actually display the nameplate. I don't know if it does or not on your guys' side.
Could somebody show me which token's mine?
Yeah, that one.
That me.
Oh, mine says Nathaniel now. It actually says it.
Yeah, I'm starting to edit everyone, so I tick the actual show nameplate buttons as well.
Oh my god.
We'll get good at this at some point.
I got my Amnon.
I got Amnon and such.
Should we
Oh my
write
god,
like
where's my thing?
initiative
Lovely.
roles? Oh, is there an initiative button?
Yeah, how did you do that initiative?
Yeah.
You
Thingy.
go into the weapons, talents, and powers tab of your
Okay.
character sheet, and the first thing that's there is initiative.
I
Lovely.
see it. What kind of initiative slot? PC, NPC. Oh, is it maybe because obviously it just creates player character slots and then we have to take the slots?
Oh yeah, maybe that'll be it. That'll be fine. That makes sense. That does make sense.
Just because I saw it says what kind of initiative slot are we rolling for?
Oh yeah, because you get to choose who goes in this system. Then
Yeah.
you don't just.
Do you want to roll it in the order that our names are?
Carlotta, do you want to go next then?
Yeah, sure.
Also,
Uh,
Kahr hasn't put her name in.
Oh, sorry. How do I do that?
Click on it and then click the little cog. Click on your icon on the map and then the cog.
You
Yeah,
can
go
just
for-
double click on it.
are,
Double
we,
click on my icon.
are we cool or vigilance?
Cool.
Either way,
Or vigilance.
Oh,
like you can roll either one. Okay, so 2 people there rolled. That's fine.
Alright.
That is
What is
not
that?
my initiative roll.
I was
That is
thinking that. I
them.
was like,
I was like,
why have you got so
what?
much cool?
Guys,
Is it me?
Extraordinarily cool.
guys, you
Is
need
it
to do
me
this.
now?
Guys, you need to do this one at a time
Is it me?
because
Yes.
the dice pool is edited for everyone.
That me.
Always double check the dice that have rolled. Okay. So let us get rid of that nonsense one. It doesn't exist.
Oh.
Right. Stephen, you're next.
Oh, did I do mine?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So,
Okay. Next.
2 seconds, I lost my page.
Ah.
The next.
Me now.
Yep. Attanor. Okay. Right. Let me just have a look.
I'm so confused by what it's classified as a turn order.
No, I've not arranged it yet.
Oh, right, I thought it would auto-arrange, I didn't realise.
Where was the option, sorry? Claire?
For roll initiative.
Yeah.
It's on the weapons, talents, and powers tab on your character sheet.
Of course I wouldn't have one. Of course.
Yeah. No.
Although why don't I have one? That's so strange.
Yeah, because it literally there's an option for PC and NPC on our
Yeah, it
character
says
sheets for
what
some.
kind of initiative slot.
Yeah, it doesn't give me one, weirdly. Let me see if I've got other options here. Do I have other buttons that I can use? Because obviously I have a GM character sheet. But you'd think it would have given me the ability to create NPCs, right? Does somebody want to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 NPCs? Please just roll 7 times.
With
I'll do it.
with what stat though?
Doesn't matter.
Cool. I'm just rolling cool.
Just roll 7 things.
Just roll. Okay. Two, three,
Boop.
4,
Boop.
5, 6, 7.
Why did the last one upgrade?
I don't know.
Somebody
I
else,
just
is someone else modifying the dice pool?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't remember that.
I literally
I
just
think
pressed
so.
the same button 7 times, so I don't know why that's happened.
That's fine. Doesn't matter. I need to edit them all anyway. To actually match what I have. Because I can just do that. Let's see. For ones that rolled, is there initiative rules around triumphs? Is there specifically initiative rules around triumphs?
No, there's nothing.
As in they don't count, or they do count, like because of normal triumph
Just-
rules?
The count as one success.
So that's it. Okay. in
Yeah,
that case.
no like priority or any bonus stuff.
I mean, I would say it probably does break ties, though. I would say that's fair.
It doesn't even do that in the book. Like it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about
A boot.
about. It
Get
doesn't
up
say
here.
anything about it.
I would agree that it should, but
Mm.
rules wise, doesn't say.
Strange.
Strang.
You're just not meant to roll them in initiative rolls.
Strangy.
Deeply stringy.
I will also need to make sure I work out how GMs are meant to be doing this as well for next time. Because, how even, right? How even? Have I changed the
Oops.
PCs one? Because I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I seem to be. Interesting. 2 and 3. I've got a 2 and a 3. This is a 4 and a 2. 4 and a 2. apparently I'm supposed to have another one. What have I not got? I've got a 4 and a 2, and then I've got this 3 and a 1. Why is this a 3 and a 1 up here? This should be a 2 and a 4. Weird. 2 and a 4, and then this should be a 3 and a 1, and then nope, and then a 1 and a 4. That's so strange. Why are all these wrong? I'm enjoying this so far. And then this one should be a 4 and a 2. And then this one is a 2 and a 3. And then this one is a 5 and a 2. Right, there we go. Good luck.
We fucked. Language, sorry.
We done pooped.
This is doo-doo.
I just want to say I give everyone the option to leave.
Dead.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Won't make you
it.
any less dead by the end of the session.
As
Play the
long as it's
game,
not
yes.
my fault.
That is the dream.
Hashtag no meta.
I mean, I don't think it's meta to be like, yo, there's like, what, 7 of
meta.
us and 30 of them.
It is if my character
I
wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Like Ash would have just gone, but Zhia can't leave
Yeah.
your pal.
We're the player characters, Stephen. We're effectively gods. We can't die.
Hmm.
Shut up,
I mean-
Fran.
I've not died yet.
Clearly.
True.
And we're a whole 4 sessions in.
TPK session 4.
There we go. That works. So, bum, 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 bum,
Kind of an achievement.
bum. Done. That worked. Good.
I
Okay.
have so much hope.
So we have a round tracker, which is nice. Also, what I want people to do is in roll 20, I wrote round 1. I would very much like people that take a turn to just write that, you know.
One roll, round 2 roll.
In
In Discord.
Just in the order that you guys actually do it, yeah, because obviously there's no order to which you guys actually need to go in other than what you negotiate between each other. So essentially, I just want that to be a way of tracking who has went in that particular round. Because you all get to take a turn, but you still get to take 2 turns in a round. Make sense? And I will attempt to track the same with my nonsense men too. However, I believe I'm up first. Am I not? No? I
I'm
was.
confused by the turn order on the left.
Yeah, so let's
Yes.
see. Let's say descending, and let's move that to that needs to go at the bottom. What do you mean you're confused by the turn order?
Because it wasn't in order. That was all.
It's
But
because
it is now.
it's because I added that additional thing in.
Right.
Right, so round 1. The clearly leader of this group smirks as you say, boring conversation anyway. You just hear him say, "Took the words right out of my mouth," and then pulls the trigger on his gun.
He is evil me.
Yeah. Storytelling.
We don't know his alignment.
He has a bigger
Yours.
crew than I do.
He could be good, you.
Exactly.
Shit.
Hey, don't you exactly? How dare you?
Exactly.
Don't you agree? Stop it.
We didn't agree for you to agree.
We didn't start the fire.
Oh my.
Oh.
It's been
Oh.
burning.
Something, keep them
shit.
turning. Right. let's assume this is going to work. Okay, so for a ranged combat check, does everyone know what happens?
You have your standard difficulty dependent on the range, and then our defense increases their difficulty,
Sure,
or
let's go with
upgrades
it.
their difficulty.
Yes,
Right.
that seems right based on what I read.
So, Stephen.
Hello.
Hello. You're...
No.
Yep. You're... Do you have any defense?
Completely out of harm's way.
Ah,
Wonderful.
I have 1, 2, 3, 0. Yeah, 0 defense.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh my god.
This was ill-advised in
Deep breath,
hindsight.
Deep breath.
GPK
This was ill-advised.
I
in
tried,
hindsight.
okay? This time, it's not my fault, okay?
I know, legit.
Are-
I'm so
Are we
upset.
sure, though? Are we sure it's not? 'Cause-
But I said hi, I said let's go, everyone went shifty-eyed, and I went, alright then, and shot... Well, I pulled a gun.
Yeah,
I think it's that last bit.
not subtly. Not.
Not subtly, mister, my sword is glowing.
But I'm not going to throw my sword at them.
You might. I will. Throw your sword.
Desperately attributing blame. My
Can I see
favourite
that
part of
Attanor
any
attack,
like-
other combat.
Zhia wakes up, everyone's dead. Oh, what happened?
Ooh.
Did I black out and kill
Zhia.
everyone?
It happened again.
Again? Makes everyone into crystals. Carries them around sad. I mean, you
Gives
did
them
find
to a
Zhia in a
tree.
cave last time, right?
Yep.
With crystals
Oh,
around her.
shit.
This crystal was my captain. I gift it to you, new captain.
Good news, new captain! A crystal! May the wisdom of the past captain pass to you.
Wait.
Wait, are these job crystals? With each crystal, can I switch jobs mid-fight?
Yes, how did you know?
I want the one that's a tree. I feel like that would be better than this current
Well,
current position.
The
if
one
I'm
that's a
myself.
tree is actually with Ilya right now, so...
Yeah, I know. Rubbish. Rubbish.
Anyway, so, he's making an attack. That's what's happening.
No.
Yeah.
Rejected and redacted.
Right, so, I have assembled the dice pool that I wanted to. Let me just double check that all these stats match up.
Is it the dice pool I wanted to
No.
assemble? Whatever.
No, it is not. And then, yeah. So, I think the last thing you see is just this smirk through the beard as he kind of closes one eye and kind of, lines up the barrel. And then he's going to fire at you. And I'm hoping these dice will be correct.
I'm hoping they'll be kind.
The thing is, though, I'm also just going to use a GM story point and upgrade his skill.
Ryan.
Oh, I know. Dun dun dun!
No bish.
I, for one, welcome our new cave-dwelling overlords.
I feel like the time to say that is past. In the past.
Bam.
They tried to take my raw. Ooh.
Yeah.
If we die in the next 5 minutes, I'm not gonna be cheerful.
Hey, I'm fine. I've got other things I can do.
What's all those noises?
That sounds like it's the sports.
I think it's the footballs.
So many noises.
Okay.
The English.
I have one soak.
Bear with me. I need to maths this. 2 seconds. Dum 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 dum. Probably
It
should
was
have
nice
that.
knowing you, Captain. You're a good
Yeah.
man. You're a good friend.
I was alright.
Give me the Harpazio back.
I mean, you could just pick it off his corpse, right?
Yeah, just take it from his dead body.
They're such
I
lovely
was.
people.
Do you know what? I was thinking about gifting it to someone if I ever died, but now you can go get to.
Now he's going to go to that thing that's censored.
Hey, I'm trying. I'm being nice.
I appreciate it. It's good. I'm very happy with everyone's attempts at everything. Right,
Oh,
okay.
I should good place every swear word. You can go fork yourself.
Oh, fudge.
Holy shirt balls.
Right, okay, so when I give out damage, guys, I'm not going to be factoring in your soak unless somehow I've become magnanimous, which it doesn't sound like me. So, 10 damage, Stephen.
Okay.
Oh, you're
9
almost.
damage.
You're hot.
Oh, I'm nearly. I'm like 1 hit from death. That's it.
So
Yeah, you're
obviously
hot.
you can reduce that by your soak.
I'm pretty much almost at 1 hit from death.
So how does that look? Let me describe this. So there is obviously a very loud bang from the pop boom, and then as the slow-mo takes into effect for the budget reasons, the lead ball flies past like over Zhia's shoulder, but as it's approaching Zhia, you see it kind of almost flicker through what looks like a kind of weird shimmering kind of rainbowish field very briefly, like that kind of, the light reflecting off oil, and then it just flies straight into the captain.
Shoot.
He did.
Ow.
And then as you just hear the oof from the captain taking the hit, or possibly something higher pitched, you hear the ha from the gentleman who just fired, looking well chuffed with himself.
What
He
happened?
is no gentleman.
He's a horrible man.
He's
Next.
a rough man.
He has no manners.
So, let me just mark this down. Okay. So, God, maths, everything's horrible. Dum, 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 dum. They have went. Good. Okay, I'm also trying to track who has gone. So maybe I will write that down just now. Also, I'm just going to get rid of all this unnecessary dialogue in this because it's in the way of my beautiful, beautiful round tracking. So, right, Captain's gone. Next is one of my groups.
I was like, no, I haven't.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
shoot!
Yep.
How did you one shot?
I was like, how did I one shot myself? I know I'm
Your
a bad
gun
shot.
just blows up in your hand. Right, okay.
Into it.
So we are gonna have. I'm just gonna say group 1, and I've got trackings of which group is which. So group 1. Where are group 1? Dum 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 dum. Where's my roll 20? There we go. So group 1 are this one. They're about to go next, and they all fire. Professor, are you back yet? Nico.
He better be back because I'm pretty sure I'm hiding behind him.
Yep. Well, I'm going to shoot at him anyway, so I'm just going to have to work out what he's got myself.
I've got his character sheet up. If you...
6 soak, 1 defense. He told us earlier.
Yeah, he's got 1 defense and 6 soak. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That is fine by me. This is an easier difficulty because they're at a closer range. Right. Easier difficulty, harder shot. Let me work out what skill they have because minion rules. Oh god. Okay, so there's 2 of those, but there is. So okay, so I think this is it. Let me just. That should work to update the player pool. Right, dun 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 dun. Right, so he has 1 defense, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. 1 defense, factored in short range. This, in theory, should be right. Here we go. This is them firing.
He has 6 soak, so that would go through.
That's right, and I think with that you just hear like a hail of gunfire from like these 5 flintlocks as they all ping onto that. Yeah, and then I think in that distraction they're going to give the next group to act a boost because they're jamming. So, group 1 have gone. Group 2 have a boost because it's not dangerous enough already. Keep in mind, guys, you have story points to spend, you know. These are things you can use. Right. So that was G1. They've gone. Right. G2 is up next. And for plot purposes, this is G2. So I think technically... Now just keep in mind that you are technically all visible, just as an FYI. I know this looks so deceptive. So deceptive. But it is all narrative space. People are in a cave mouth.
I think I specified earlier that I'm lying on the ground.
You'll probably find that was probably really bad. But yeah, you did definitely say you were lying on the ground, so you are prone for these rules.
Exactly. And that adds a difficulty to ranged attacks.
Does it increase the difficulty? Does it upgrade the difficulty, or does it add defense?
Adds a black.
It's black, yeah.
It adds a black.
So it's basically a defense. Cool.
Yeah.
Those are important terminologies. Good. Glad people have been, well, I guess learning. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to roll a d6 and see who they hit. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's me just typing 1d6. Oh. Ash.
Oh.
Oh.
Well then. Okay. Let me roll this up. GM character sheet. Bum 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 bum. They're getting a boost. What is your... Do you have a defense? Oh, she's not here either. Why are people not here? Let's see.
I'm here now, sorry.
That's okay.
I don't think Ash has a defense.
You were shot at by 5 bullets. You took no
don't
damage.
Which is pretty nifty.
I don't have access to Ash's.
I know. Most people don't have access to most people's.
Alright, just me and Nick as always.
Apparently. Which I should probably correct at some point. Right, where is Ash? There she is.
The bromance.
Character sheet. And it is 0 defense. That's fine. 4 soak, 0 defense. We'll track this for Ash's sake as well.
I like being on my own, but I like people around.
Learn to mute, Emma.
Jeez.
Thank you. No defense. That's fine. The shot is... Yep. Let's go back up to medium range for that. Okay. I'm going to roll. Ouch. So, 8 damage and a threat. So, 4 soak, 4 damage. Should we try that? So, group 2 shot at
8 damage?
Ash. Yeah.
Oh, is it like... I don't know how much damage something does, and maybe I've misunderstood how actually attacking works.
So, every uncancelled success is additional damage.
Right, okay.
Every one.
Oh, so it only takes 1 success to hit.
And it will always be 1 more damage than whatever's listed.
Right.
Always. Which is a really weird rule. But,
Yep.
like, it is a weirdly simplified version of what it probably should be, which is it should just be for every uncancelled success beyond the first. But they just forwent that. And I think it does make more sense if you think about simplicity, but initially, instinctively, it doesn't. But yeah, so that is that's bad. So G2 shot at Ash. I'm probably just going to actually put this in the log, and then 4 damage taken. There is a threat there though. Like, what's the thoughts, guys?
I guess it could just boost whoever attacks them next.
Yeah, but how?
The fact that they've all shot, so they'll be busy reloading.
So, threats and despair during combat. Active characters suffer 1 strain, lose benefits of a previous maneuver, guard, etc. There is no... You would need 2 to hinder them.
can they take? Because a strain counts as just outright damage to them, doesn't it? So could they even take a strain from it?
Sure, yeah.
Because the fact that they've just done something, but they did just see the giant metal man still take no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose that could be quite disturbing.
So, Claire, what happened was you were shot.
Thanks for that.
Yep, we rolled randomly. You were picked. You were shot. You took 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yep. That is me
I
having
soaked
reduced
4
it.
though.
No, I have reduced it already.
Alright, cool.
I've already done that part. That's why you missed it. You took 8 damage. It got reduced to 4.
Thank God for Kodakai armor.
And
That's
there's
all I'm
also
saying.
there's also a threat to spend, which is technically, prioritized as your threat to spend.
I mean, I could just take a strain, I guess, because I don't
No.
like the sound of guns.
No, they
Yeah.
have the threat.
They rolled a threat.
Oh, so yeah, okay. Can I make them take strain? Is that a thing?
Mhm, yeah.
I could do that. Like, I could sort of, I don't know, look up at them with a super angry expression.
It could
And
just be
they've
your
maybe
glowing
not
green eyes.
seen, if they're human, they've maybe not seen someone like me before.
Well, maybe
So,
if you're
like-
in your weird green tree armor and they've shot you to bits, since that is 4 damage and that is probably quite sore. I mean, that's like what,
Yeah.
a third of normal people's health.
I probably let out like a horrible, it's not like a screech, but a horrible noise.
Well, I was also thinking more that you've got kind of green glowing kind of holes in you now, where
Mhm.
they've punctured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what colour do you bleed? Like,
I'd say green, just for being weird.
I just
Yeah,
really like the
if
idea of
you-
this really luminous green LED style lighting in all the bullet holes, and as she looks
Yeah.
up angrily at them,
Through
because that's
them.
terrifying.
Yeah.
and it
Through,
just
like,
freaks
the green,
them
the green
out.
eyes.
It's
Yeah.
like, that
She
isn't
probably
just a
does
person
make a
wearing a
sort
tree,
of-
that's in fact a weird green glowing thing wearing a
Um,
tree.
She probably does make like a sort of animalistic noise as well that isn't quite human, so that probably like freaks him out a bit too.
Okay, yeah, I'll mark that down then. FYI, we'll get through the round and then we'll take a break. Just as a heads up.
Perfect.
Okay, that was a group 2. Right.
I'd personally like to go first so I can die in a nice heroic fashion.
And you can. Go for it.
Hey! I can move, right? I can step forward one and be behind Zhia and use it as cover.
Yeah, do not get like a maneuver and an action.
Yeah.
So you get like an action, then 1 maneuver. You
Right.
can get another maneuver if you take 2 strain, and obviously incidentals that seem reasonable.
Okay, I'm going to move up and fire at the leader guy because he just shot me and they just shot Ash. Like, they shot the big guy, but he cool. Like, he fine. So she's bleeding green. I'm bleeding red. None of it's good.
All of it's blood.
All of it is blood.
As far as we know.
The cover modifiers are basically just so arbitrary, aren't they, Gib? That's how it works in this system, aren't they? Gib.
What do you mean, just like a black?
Like, as in, what are they? The rules for
Oh,
cover?
if you're in cover, you've got 1 defense,
Okay.
I believe.
And if it's better cover, you get an extra 1 defense, but you also take like more and more increasing penalties to like checking for perception or something.
Okay. That sounds like.
Let me I think I've got a bookmarked, but it definitely increases, like, so it might not just be 1. If it's really good, it might be 2 or even 3.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
going to say cover would be quite good actually to work out, because I think this is essentially what Stephen's trying to do.
Yeah, they seem to want Zhia, so I'm making an
behind.
assumption that they'll try and not damage Zhia as much as possible.
Allows the character to gain ranged defense of 1, and adds a black to certain skill checks such as perception, A single blank is sufficient for most, although the GM may add additional blank if the target is particularly well covered, such as if they're within trench, house, bunker, etc., etc. The same rule holds true for increase in ranged defense. So, yeah.
Okay. I would say
Pretty simple, really.
from... Let's go back to it. Right, so if you're going to go to take cover behind Zhia, you can remind me that you're adding a black to things, okay, for Zhia. It won't count against those two, but against everybody else it will. And against that guy, it will probably count as 2.
Right.
So just you track all that. That's on you now.
Okay.
Until things change.
So I'm going to shoot at him.
Against that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'd like to... Sorry?
I was going to say, if that's the case, sure. It's probably going to mean you only get 1 against him, though, defense-wise.
That's fine.
Cool.
I don't care about the rest of them. I'm going to spend a story point.
Oh, doing what?
Upgrading one of my greens. I just click use player story point, yeah?
If everybody's... I mean, I don't know.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Kick his ass.
I mean, I'm going to die,
Kick
guys.
his ass!
So just,
I mean, not necessarily.
Do I just hit the upgrade then in dice pool? Set that to 1?
Yeah.
And then roll my skill.
So, what is your dice pool looking like?
Well, it's 1 yellow, 2 greens currently.
With
and
the
you've
upgrade,
hit,
and you've hit an upgrade. Cool. And I don't think there's anything else in play. Let me just double check. What are you doing?
I'm putting what
good.
I'm going to
Good
do
man.
regardless.
Good man. Let me just...
I was like, don't tell me I did it wrong, trying to do it right.
No, you've done it right so far. I'm so proud of you. GM pride and all that jam.
I'm going to go to GM Pride weekend when it comes out.
Me too. No, I think you're good.
Okay. Let's try this then.
It's not bad.
Oh, it worked.
What is your damage total?
Oh yeah, my weapon. Oh. Weapon. Oh, there it is. 6.
Total, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Let me just track this. Okie dokie. So yeah, you hit into him. It definitely looks like he was hit.
Can I take 2 strain to drop my gun and draw my sword?
I mean,
Something I can do?
sure. I mean, I just assumed you had one in each hand.
Oh, can I do? I can do that, but then I'd have to do 2 weapon rolls, which would have made that more difficult. A shot.
No, only if you're trying to attack with both at the same time.
Oh, then yeah, sure. Otherwise, that's why I assumed I couldn't do that.
Like, I'll just assume
Okay.
you have them in your hands.
Can I take the 2 strain? Like, because this is the thing. Can I go prone but not actually lying down? Can I just crouch behind Zhia?
I mean,
Or-
yeah, if you want to try and get your... Take 2 strain to get the 2
Yeah.
like the 2 defense instead of the 1 against him. Back.
Yeah. I was just like, could I narratively crouch rather than lie down?
Yeah.
Okay. And would that give me the 1 boost against the 2 at the side?
Yeah, because they're at the side and it does fuck all.
Right.
Basically.
Then yes, I'll definitely
Language, I
take 2
know.
strain.
Whatever. There we are. Okay, and you've taken your 2 strain, yep.
Yes. So just to clarify, the ones at the very side, they get the 1 black from me proning.
No, you'd actually need to go prone. If you're taking cover again, specifically against him, that's what the 2 strain is for, to get your 2 black against him.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I guess I'll do that, because I don't want to lie down. That just doesn't look as cool.
Yeah, it's not great. Right, is that you done?
Yep.
Add to the Discord tracker. Just so we know that you've went in round 1. Right. Next slot, who's up?
I mean, I have an idea for something to do, but
That seems like a good enough reason to go.
What would it be?
Just go for it.
Go.
Well, I have Primal, and I can heal with Primal, so I could probably heal Nathaniel.
That sounds smart.
Wait, what? Hey, heroic death! Oh,
Well, too bad. Who else is going to captain the ship?
To be fair though, like, given the fact that you've highlighted that you were quite scared of guns before, and you have just been hailed by 5 of them after hearing another 5 hit off of the professor who's just in front of you, would you immediately leap into the middle to heal?
I can add range for difficulty.
Okay. I just
According
mean,
to
like,
the
wouldn't you
heal
be
additional
reacting by
effects
going,
table?
oh fuck no, I have just been shot 1,000,000 times, oh this is really bad, maybe Zhia's on her own. Maybe not that last part. Maybe that last part, who knows. It's been a
But
bad
I
day.
think spurred on by a hatred of guns, I think she would.
Yeah. There we go, you see? Narrative!
our captain has just been hurt
Yeah, it's
By guns?
by guns.
I will undo
the
this.
karma
tragedy.
of this day? Will it know it?
Yeah, it says in the heal additional effects table that I can increase the range of the spell by 1 range band. This may be added multiple times, increasing the range by 1 range band each time. And it's like +1 purple.
Mhm.
So, I might do that.
Okay.
Would that just be 1 purple for where he is compared to me?
So, read the heal move, which is on 217.
Yep. Priests and other practitioners of divine magic are often known for their healing abilities. Often those in touch with nature also possess the capacity to heal wounds and illness. The character can use the divine or primal magic skill in place of a medicine check in order to remove damage or heal critical injuries. When making the check, the character selects 1 target they are engaged with who is not incapacitated. The default difficulty of the check is easy. Upon success, the character heals 1 wound per uncancelled success and 1 strain per 1 uncancelled advantage. Before making the heal check, choose any number of additional effects listed on the table. These effects are added to the check. So I would be adding range to my primal check.
Okay. So yeah, so it needs to go up from engaged up to short range to hit him.
Yep.
And then... yeah, I think that's about it really. Try to think if there's anything else in there. Nope. That is about it.
So, where are you, Primal? I could use a story point. Would people be annoyed about that?
Go for it.
No, we
Yeah.
got plenty. I use one.
Do it.
I ain't
How
going to
do
say
you
no.
use story points?
There is a button in your character, like at the top of the character sheet that just says "Use player story point."
You have a bow currently equipped, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And that would be considered two-handed, I imagine.
Well, you can hold it in one hand, and obviously you take the arrow out with the other.
It's a two-handed item. Like, I think it's assumed it's a two-handed item. It's not a pistol, let's put it that way. It's
Yeah, but if it's two-handed and you need 2 hands to hold it up, that makes no sense. How are you supposed to...
I mean, the whole utility of it is a two-handed thing.
Well, yeah. You need 2 hands to
And it's not
use
a
the bow.
magic channeling bow. What I'm saying is, you would still
No.
be under one of the casting penalties of not having it stored away, unless you're going to use maneuvers to store your bow away to then start using your healing magic. Do you see what I mean? You're currently in bow mode.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'd probably stow my bow, like, on my back.
I think it's only a setback die if you're not gonna.
I think I'd still do it. I think she's probably got, like, a ritual behind... I say ritual, but I don't mean, like, a magical ritual. I just mean, like, she has a sort of way of doing it.
Is your armor +2 soak?
I will check for you.
Or is it just +1? I feel it was +1, but I don't remember.
Armor. Du-du-du-du.
Where a soak's 4, it's just if your brawn was 2 or 3. I think your brawn was 3.
Oh, see, this character sheet's a nightmare. Like, see these tabs. My bronze 3. Um,
And your soak's 4, so it's just +1. That's fine.
yeah.
It's just armor with +2 counts as heavy armor, and that also adds setback. It was just in case that kind of thing, but I was sure you
no,
were
it's-
fine.
Um,
Just something for Attanor to pay attention to in the future.
cool. Okay, so I'm going to use a story point. And then I am going to... do I just... See when I do that? Do I just...
Hit the upgrade button
Where's the upgrade button?
under the dice pool.
Oh my gosh, I've never done this before, obviously.
So you've got all
Um,
your dice in a line. Blues, greens, yellows.
Yep.
And underneath that there's an upgrade and downgrade.
Oh, so you just add a 1 into the upgrade.
Yup. Obviously you need to type what you're doing as well.
Yep.
Healing the captain. Did you get rid of your bow?
Yep, I stored it on my back.
That's fine. That's all you needed to do for a maneuver. Take your 2 strain for casting.
Yup.
I actually like that Clark's character is the one who's called me Captain so far.
And... Primal check. So... Give me 1 second.
So you had primal at rank 1, you upgraded it so it's 2, and your overall stat in that was a 3, was it? For whatever primal runs off is it presence?
Cunning.
Cunning, and that's 3 for you, yeah?
That's a 3, yeah.
Yep. Yep,
Um,
that looks like a correct dice pool. Yay!
Woo! Upon success, the character heals 1 wound per uncancelled success, so that's 2 successes. So that's 2. And for narrative purposes, what this probably looks like is Ash crouches to the ground. She's like sort of down on one knee. She puts her hand on the ground, and as she does that, it's almost like veins. You can see it like cracking through her armor. From her hand up her arm goes green, and her eyes sort of, there's like a flash of green. And then underneath Nathaniel, sort of these, it's like vines of green light, sort of crawl up round his legs and heal him. And then when that's finished, they sort of evaporate into thin air, and Ash stands back up.
Almost like a kind of weird green vaporiness as they
Yeah.
dissipate.
Yeah.
It was probably horribly noticeable, Stephen. Horribly noticeable.
Oh, like
You would have seen it happen. Like it's just.
I
oh,
was trying
There's
to
glowing
find
green vines on my legs.
a GIF that would
Please don't.
best
Just in a moment.
convey. So what I couldn't find it, so I'll tell you what would happen. Is it looked basically like that moment in Iron Man 1 where the bomb lands next to Tony Stark
Oh no, I know the look.
and his eyes just go like I'm just looking down and I'm like, why is it? Oh god, why is the things on me? Oh my god, what? Oh god, this feels nice. That's worse. Like
Also, Claire, you're taking 2 more strain, and Stephen, you're healing for a further 2.
I'm healing 2. Yes.
Why am I taking more strain?
Because you cast magic.
No, you're taking a further
Huh?
2, and Stephen, you're healing a further 2.
Oh, because it came from me. Is that how that works?
So in total, for that whole check, Stephen heals 4, you take 4 strain. The reason for that is beyond your ken currently.
Oh, right.
Alright.
So, Ash is like,
But that
Oh,
was
that
a
hurts.
surge of power more than you were expecting. Like you're about to push something, and then you realise that you push it way
yeah,
easier than
almost
you
as
intend.
if it's lighter than you thought it was.
Uh-huh.
So you put
What?
more force behind it. Yeah.
Yep.
Or like, you know, you reach out and you just want to shoot someone and then they suddenly float.
No, nothing like that. Right, okay. So, mark that you've went on Discord, and we shall carry on unless you're doing anything else.
No. She's just still, like, her eyes are still fixed on the
Also, can we just
shooty dudes.
take a time out there and just so we've had, the thunder pings off of the professor's armor. We've then had the Kodakai riddled with that bullets into wood noise that would sound horrible, and then this kind of guttural noise that came out of Ash, and then she's just screamed at them and then just put her hands on the ground by kind of throwing her bow over her back, jabbing our hands in the ground, and then horrible green vines. This looks warlocky and fell as fuck in my head.
Ash doesn't think so. She
Obviously,
thinks
in this
that's
world,
perfectly
fell
natural.
doesn't exist, but that looks necromantic. As you heal people, taking strain. Keep singing!
I'm not in the business of the undead.
But that's pretty cool. I like that. Anything else, or is that you done?
No, that's me. She's just still got her angry eyes fixed on the shooty guys.
Sounds like group 3. Who are these people?
Oh, okay.
Attanor, are
Which
you with
ones?
us?
Which ones?
I am, yes.
Good, good.
Ah.
Did you hear all my fail comments? I feel you'd have appreciated them.
Oh
I
no,
did.
yeah, I was. All right. Go.
So, group 3 are going to have their finest go at Attanor.
I suspected they might.
Yes. Yes. Also, mental note: never have this many pirates. Also, never go to caves.
I think we should just never leave the ship.
No,
Just go back. The ship's exploded. Like,
It's over.
No.
See if I walk towards it and it takes off and flies away, Ryan. I swear to God.
I promise nothing.
Zhia turns into your ship.
A beautiful
Just fling it into
crystal ship.
into the sea.
Now, in interest of full disclosure, I explicitly said I did not have my shield out.
Oh no, I recall.
However, would I be okay to have done so in the time being, as all this has been happening?
No, because
No.
we've already engaged in combat. And I was wondering if you were caring about the casting rules or not, because of shields having detrimental effects on casting.
Not likely to cast at the moment.
So it
anyway.
would be a maneuver to get your shield in
Yeah.
place, and obviously 2 strain to get further maneuver, etc., etc., etc. Right, so they're gonna shoot at you, but obviously you can't get your shield out in this point. It would have to be on your go. So, let me just work this out. That's the dice. What is your defense for range?
Without a shield, it would be 1.
1 for range defense, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Dun 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 dun. Let me add this up. This looks right. I mean, I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna use a story point because screw it.
You monster.
I really am. Right. What about you guys? Using a story point?
I'm pretty tough. We could maybe spare them for something
I mean, it's
else.
currently sitting at 4 and 1 because 1 is floating at the moment. Because if I use 1, you can't use that straight away, and just vice versa. So the ones...
Otherwise, you just flip back constantly.
Exactly, yeah. So if I'm sitting at 0 and you use 1, I don't get to use that one until the next turn, basically, and vice versa. If you have nothing and I use 1, you don't get to use that one. Hence why it puts the retracker in the chat. But yeah, so what's the thoughts? Because if you use 1, you can upgrade the difficulty, so you can add a red.
I'd
into
be quite
their
happy to use 1, but if anyone
it.
else thinks we shouldn't, yeah, okay.
I mean, we're all using one anyway.
Feel free to bloop.
Right, remind me how to bloop.
You should say use player story point under the story point pool section.
Kind of just at the top. of the
There
graph.
we go. I may have bad eyes.
Okay, I have... In fact, I'll do it the proper way. There we go. And an upgrade. Right, in theory this should work. Oh my god.
What?
Aha!
What?
We are
Well, that's not great.
in bad.
Why is that group of
Situation.
pirates better than the other pirates? Do you know what? It's fine. They shot at him, not me.
So what do we do?
That's okay, that dice pool isn't accurate.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Thank God.
I know. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because it should be 3 green. Sorry, it should be 3 yellow, sorry, and a green. I don't know why it's done that, so I'm going to roll again and see if we get a better result.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything.
There we go. That looks better.
That's,
Hey!
That looks
quite a
so
lot
much
better.
better.
Oh my
That's-
gosh.
Oh,
I like that.
the relief.
Why can't my rolls do the why is it? Oh,
Hey, you've messed up rolls before and we've had to re-roll them.
okay.
And that's how ships
know.
didn't take off. So,
mine's of all. The thing is, it's all my good ones. We had to re-roll.
so, I think what happens is all of the bullets fly to you, Attanor. All of them. And I think maybe instinctually you go to raise up your shield arm, obviously realizing it's not there. And you see as I said, as the bullets fly towards you, like everybody else, you see that very brief shimmer of that weird oily kind of field, if you will, of energy between you and them. And then the sword ends up taking most of the hits.
Okay.
And several of them fly back, killing one of the group.
Nice.
So, let me just mark this down, that I'm down to this.
I didn't know you could deflect bullets.
Neither did he.
No.
But
Good lord.
because of this, I'm... Let's see, what am I actually going to do that isn't totally and utterly bullshit, because I have a lot of things that I can do.
I think there would genuinely be a point where Nathaniel has just watched his crew cast magic to heal him, and deflect bullets with their sword, and he's like, "This is why they didn't leave."
I think as you maybe like swing up your sword, and then hope, like in the hope that your shield was going to come up, obviously, and then obviously you bring your sword down, maybe in front of your other arm, and it obviously bounces a half of the shots back as they scatter around you.
Cool.
And one of the guys kind of just goes and falls over because he gets shot by his own bullet. I think one of the shots actually does hit your hand though, and you drop your sword, because I can spend those to make you drop your sword.
Cool.
Wonder Woman.
Which I think's kind of cool. Like, it feels like, altogether that didn't go too badly.
No, you're
but
not.
the despair definitely killed that guy. Let's face it.
Yes.
That definitely killed him. You're down 1, so we're down to 30 opponents now, guys. Yes. Do you want to put?
Good team.
That was what
Excellent.
group 3 went.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I mean, unless somebody has some awesome idea, purely because of the time, I'll.
Do you want to go next then? Because I think if you're
Yeah.
going to be leaving soon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm trading down. Carlotta's. I'm going to trade down my action for a movement and doubly run away.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that probably does make sense.
Basically, so however far that is.
That's narratively off the map, so I think we can suitably say that you managed to get away
Run
Bye,
away and
Carlotta.
hang out
until all those horses are waiting with their shivs. You're nae getting past, love.
Yay, getting past.
Just one
Oh,
of them.
no.
I know. No, don't you all know that? That was brilliant, and I loved it. Just one of the horses is just like that bat thing that they just pat it out of their hand.
But
Not today.
are you saying anything as you're running away, or I'll go and get help?
Mostly just
He's hoofing it.
I'll go and start the boats.
incoherent sobs and.
Okay, yeah.
That was quite a musical.
Good acoustics in the cave. That's why. Okay, yeah.
She's good at a lot of things, but.
A lot of things.
Oh dear. Do
No.
you want to type that you've went then?
A lot of
Yeah.
things.
See, everyone does it. It's not just me.
Excellent.
Ripe and juicy.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Right, so that's Carlotta narratively excused. Right, me again.
No.
No,
What?
Nope.
although, no,
I mean, is it
redacted.
though?
weirdly though, no, I don't think it actually is, because look at the order. Why is the 2-3
Weird,
above?
man, I don't-
Let me just wallaloo that down.
Hallelujah.
Walla what?
There you go.
Well,
How wallad.
How nice am I? There you go. Weird how that's snuck up. Now I actually had to just mentally go and check all the other ones and realise that some of them are wrong as well. I'll just fix them in post. Weird. Anyway, carry on.
Does anyone
yes.
think Ryan?
No.
Nick should just run in?
I was about to say, I
Go
probably,
smash them.
Yeah.
I guess I would probably just be like, well, I guess things are about to get very messy, and I just gonna run.
Oh yes.
Looking
think
at like
I'll
the blood
probably-
trail from like Nathaniel, you're like, I think things are getting messy.
I think
I just look at Lohengramm and just go, the sun's getting real low, big guy.
My thinking is like tactically, like if I go last, because I'm going to use like both my maneuver and my action to basically ready up. So I'm not actually going to do anything. So yeah, I'll go last.
That would be a tactical faux pas, probably. Just as an FYI.
Yeah,
I would say maneuver, pick up sword,
yeah.
strain, maneuver, stab. Would be what I would do, but you're you.
Remember, you are far their range, so they can just shoot at you, whether you're standing there more ready or not.
Closer the better, to be honest, and then it would be hard enough to shoot you.
Right, but it would. I'd gain a defense by readying both my. I say readying up. I mean preparing. Like I don't have my stuff.
But if you
Either of
kill
my
some
items.
of them, like for example, and the reason why I picked my option is you reduce the amount of attacks they generate each turn.
But how
If
could
you're
I attack
successful.
them?
So,
See, yeah, right, if
Maneuver,
I use my
right, so
yeah.
maneuver, pick up sword, secondary maneuver by taking strain, right, to move to them,
Right, and
to
then
engage,
still
and
have
then
action.
attack. Yeah,
Right. Okay. No, I see what you mean.
and that's why I would do it that way,
see.
just as an FYI, because I know that you've not played this system much. So
Okay.
I would-
Right. I see.
That's what I'm going to say. Can you show him what his range of movement is?
My concern was just that like that because I'd still even then like be without my shield,
Well,
which is a not meaningless amount of difference in my survivability. Like my thinking is essentially I have to get this shield out.
But then think of it this way tactically: if you're in melee with 5 or 4 of them now, if you went for the group of 4 instead of the other group of 5, because yeah, I'll ping this just now. They're in range and they're in range of you. Them,
Okay.
right? Those are the two groups
Okay.
that would be in range of you to walk to, and that means that you could, in theory, go and engage them. And how likely are you going to be to shoot like a bunch of engaged people? Right?
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Good
Like
point.
people probably wouldn't shoot into engage.
Sort of innate melee defense is better as well.
But again, your character. But that would be my advice to that. Who wants to take the next slot though?
Yeah, like I said, I would probably say things are going to get messy. And probably,
Say it in your right accent.
I've already done it. Things are about to get very messy. The kinda,
Thank you.
I don't know. Who would I attack? I guess I would run into
So
this guy here.
that group of 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, you're melee, so I think they're the only ones in your range anyway.
yeah.
You know the rules. Pip yourself.
Pip yourself. And then smash them like the viewers are gonna smash that like button.
You mean our subscribers?
Yes! Like, comment, subscribe.
What was the engaged again?
Red Pip.
Right.
This game is sponsored
Just-
by no one. Sponsor us.
Sponsored by my own pain.
Roll 20.
Right. And I guess I would just like punch them. I don't know if you would like class this as like an
It's a brawl.
one-arm punch. Yeah, a brawl. I don't know if you like class this as like. Is it just like
It's
as if it
brawl.
was one weapon?
You are a silhouette
Okay.
2-man.
Yeah, I know.
Does he do vehicle level damage where it's like equal to 20? 2 damage is equal to 20?
He wishes.
I tried, Nick, I tried.
I did not even mean to do that. I
It's
did not
okay
mean
because
to
you
do
never wrote anything anyway.
that. Yeah, no, I really did not mean to do that at all. Right, cool. So, yeah, I will punch a big load of people, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So you can definitely guess that they have very little in the way of stats. So
Rolling with the pirates.
yep. I have set my dice pool, and screw it. I'm gonna use a story point.
Okay.
That's just increased the difficulty.
And for some reason, my roll got upgraded, and I don't know why, because I don't have one yellow.
That's because other people's dice pools are probably still set. That's probably what's happening.
So after everyone's done their dice pool, press the wee reset button.
Yeah, pretty much.
The 2 arrows, right?
Only if you've
just let me
used
know.
your dice pool.
Yeah.
I also upgrade, because I don't really have the greatest of combat stat.
I mean,
Do it!
Sure, he's flipping
Sure.
one of his. Well, you might as well flip
Do
one.
it!
Weed.
Cool, I've done it.
Just do it!
So have the upgrade thing ticked once. And
Don't let your
then-
dreams be dreams.
what's your brawn currently?
4.
And what's your brawl?
4. 0, well, 1 yellow, 3 greens now that I've upgraded.
So you had no brawl before,
No problem.
and now you've got brawl.
Yes.
Okay? So you should have 4 greens and an upgrade ticked.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll.
I have rolled.
You rolled twice.
Oh god, I knew that happened. I had a feel in my hand. Damn it.
Wait, which one's correct?
Well, they're both correct. No wait,
The top one.
the first one's correct.
The first one.
The bottom
And
one
it's
is
not
a whole
wrong.
bunch of nonsense. I don't understand. Right. So. Melee attacks. What's your damage?
Right. It's the base damage is 4 because it's my brawn, plus successes, so that would be 7. I don't know if
It would be. Is it not 6? Because there's that. No wait, no. Sorry, the auto cancel.
Yep.
Never mind. Sorry. I'm so used to the
Yep,
the
it's
computer
fine.
not doing it for us.
So it's
7. I don't know if you would class this as like an unarmed attack. I don't know if you would let this would be like brass knuckles or something. I don't know.
it's narratively your big fist punching them in a big
Cool.
suit.
I was
It's
just
a big
wondering 'cause
unarmed
if-
attack.
Cool. So I was wondering if that brass knuckle added like +1 to the unarmed attack. It would be like,
I mean,
Yeah.
do you actually have brass knuckles built into this? Was that something
like
that was
brass
done?
suit.
No. Then no. If it wasn't on the
Okay.
description of the suit, you don't has it.
Okay. Cool. Right. So yeah, 7 damage.
Now, if you just subtract the money you owe me for the suit from the damage you're doing,
You take.
$5 of damage. Wow.
bison dollars of damage, of course.
Yes.
Nothing else would do.
Just every time I get in this suit, I'm like my money counter starts like ticking down because I'm hemorrhaging money with fuel. So
Yeah. Yeah, your armor will never do you increased damage. The fact that you are getting more brawn, or yeah, that makes sense, is the additional damage
I
you're
guess.
getting.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So now, however, as you have obviously been riddled with bullets previously, and you do 7 damage into these people, they have a soak value, of course, so I'll work that out. This is group 6 that you're attacking, so that is let me work that out. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. This thing now, it's basically you kind of like wade in and start punching the group. However, because maybe you didn't quite realise how much damage had maybe actually happened with all those bullets hitting off you, maybe hitting into joints and such, you find that the suit's actually locked up. And it's like, it's kind of froze mid-punch. And then I don't really care much beyond taking strain at panicking at the fact that your suit's locked up.
Pretty good reason.
I would say so, and that's me spending the despair locking up your suit and the threat there being the oh god, why can't I move? You don't do disco lights though. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That was definitely a Zhia only thing. But yeah,
Bong, bong.
that was a move and an action. I assume you're not taking strain to do another maneuver?
Nah, there's not really much I could do. Yes, no.
Yeah, you're going to have to work out how to unbugger your suit, basically.
As I say, can he take the 2 strain for a maneuver to attempt to repair it or
No,
something?
that would be an action.
Right, okay.
That'd be a full action. Especially in
Well,
combat.
what about what about a maneuver to?
I thought you were just going to try and hard counter me there. It's like, what about
No.
a maneuver? Like, no, how's about no?
Actually, what about like just a way to, well, eject my arm or something? Because I'm sure I'd have like a release lever inside my suit. Or something.
Don't you have suit up?
Yes,
So you can just step out of it.
I don't want to step out.
Well, that's your choice. It's in or out.
Can you step out of the back of it?
Mhm,
Yeah,
that's how
I
it gets in.
If that's a maneuver, then you could take 2 strain and maneuver back into it.
Is it not in and out as an incidental with suit up?
Yes,
All right, okay.
but I would need an action to do the fixing of the suit. So yeah, carry on. I'm not going to do it.
You just get out and then run.
I want to get it out, use the
If that's
action
it-
to fix it, and then use my incidental to get in.
If that's your turn done, add it to the Discord tracker. We'll speed this up. And everyone, who is everyone, push the buttons, the 2 arrow buttons on your dice
Which
pools.
arrow button?
The ones on the dice pool on the character sheet.
Press it.
Press.
Just so
Oh,
as
the
the-
Oh my
refresh
god, which
button.
button?
So under the dice pool, there is a dice button in the middle, very very middle.
Yep.
And underneath that, there's 2 arrows that point either way. With like it's almost like a square with 2 arrows.
Yep.
Yep. Push that.
Push the arrow one.
Yeah. All it does is it resets all the dice pool settings. So it's to save us rolling wrong, because I think what's been happening is people have had set like numbers in those, and it's been adding to the overall pool.
Okay.
Okay, because we're all using magical communal pools. Right. So
Should they be completely zeros?
everything should be empty for now. Yeah, except the story
Everything
point
is empty.
pool.
Good, 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 good.
Okay, so that was a player. Now it is a me.
Mario.
Yep.
We don't own that.
We do.
This will
We are
be
Nintendo.
group 4. That's good. Yep. Group 4. I mean, quite frankly, they're just going to shoot at the giant metal behemoth that stomped at their mates and started punching things and then just stopped weirdly.
Understandable.
Yeah, most definitely. Done. So it's short range now because he's moved into short range with those guys. Right, let me bring up my dice pool. You don't have any defense, do you, Nico, in your armor? It's just armor, isn't it? Or just
No
soak?
defense. I've got 1 defense.
1 defense, good man. Right, I'll add that in. Sure, and 1 defense. Dum 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 dum. This should in theory roll well. And that one. Let's see if that actually worked. Did that work? No. Does someone still have an upgrade somewhere on their dice pools?
Nope.
No one.
I don't think so.
So strange. Still so strange and so wrong.
I'm gonna hit sync
Jank.
with GM. See if that helps.
That shouldn't matter, but sure, go for that every day.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Do you want everybody to do
yeah,
that?
I thought the
Think
sync
it and
tool
then
was
hit
the story
reset
point
again.
tool.
yeah, I thought it was a story set, but yeah.
Because I hit it earlier, and it synced my story point pool because mine's
Right,
the
who's
story.
Yeah.
vanished? Carlotta vanished. Does Carlotta have this on
Yeah.
her character sheet? No. No.
No, don't bugger. Wrong button.
That's fine, I'll just use one and balance it again. Yeah, weird. I'll just click this. Bam. But that's just for the story pool. I'm gonna clear the pool again and I'll build it again. That's fine. It is that, and it should be this and this, and then that should work. Nope, it's still upgrading it. Somebody must have a sneaky something somewhere.
I don't.
There. Apparently it worked that time. I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, they miss. The reason they miss though is again as they were firing from here, and obviously trying to hit the professor, who, as we all know, is not there. Let's see. I don't know. Let's go with and that one. So as they try that, you see that weird again, almost rainbowy shield thing shimmer, and it scatters all the bullets. They look amazed, hence why they're going to be invigorated for the next turn. And what can I actually do with one?
It sounds like Zhia's a shield generator, so we need to be aware of the attacks that the Empire will send down. I'd hold them back.
Check for ally. Okay, cool. So they're going to boost the next person that goes based on the next group wanting to look better than them. But also it's maybe the fact that they were shooting through the shield. Oh, yeah, that'll do to indicate them. They were shooting through the shield, but this group's going to go next, and they may be like, maybe if the shield is a bubble,
Bublé.
Le Bublé.
Yeah, Michael Bublé. So that was
Christmas CD.
Other singers
sale
are
now.
available. Right, so
But Michael Bublé is most popular.
Group 5 will go, and they're going to do the same thing. Let's see, where did my character sheet go? It's so weird having to open character sheet, then close it to look at map and open it again. But here we are. Short range, bam, 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 bam. In theory that should just work.
What the frick did you do that?
Oh dear gods. Also that was wrong because they're meant to have a boost from the other guys. That's fine. Boom. Ah, so much better.
Oh,
Fuck.
Bloody hell.
Right, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 damage, Nico.
5.
There you go. And how are we setting them back?
All of them explode. All 31.
No, but we can add 1 point of damage into that group.
Sounds alright.
We can do that.
A reasonable compromise, I
Um,
suppose.
As one guy maybe gets like, they ping around the cave because guns in a cave, especially with weird shield generators and people in armoured suits are made of wood. Not ideal, really, or with weird swords. So,
We're shooting at metal in an enclosed space. This is good, isn't it? Yes.
and the weird bubble generator.
Do it more.
And again, group 1.
So that
Pew
happens.
pew pew.
So, I mean, that's pretty disgusting. Yeah, so maybe as the professor's inside going, oh god, what do you do? You just hear patang, 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 and it gets into all those parts that probably didn't want to be gotten into before.
You probably see a noticeable look of pain on his face, but nothing more because the suit's locked up and I can't move.
Probably hear a lot of pain.
No!
You just hear the ricochet inside the suit
Oh,
as it hits him loads of times.
Why wouldn't it stab him? It's just one bullet!
It was 5 bullets, but that's fine.
Yeah, but only one got in and just ricocheted back and
Hit him 5 times.
Yep. And then fires back out.
That's that go. Group 6, who are in melee with him. Yeah, they're gonna just attempt to melee him by sticking 5 swords into all the spaces in his armor. Do you have range defense? Is it overall defense or is it melee
it's
defense?
overall.
What? Sorry, Nico.
Yeah, it's overall. It's
Cool.
overall.
Good. I will adjust it accordingly. If I find my character sheet again. 1 defense. Melee is always 2, isn't it? It's always 2.
Yes.
Melee is always 2. And let me work out their melee. And one, 2. Okay. I have worked out their melee. I need to use that, otherwise nothing will happen. And right, I have upgraded. Are you?
Do it!
Yes.
I will click the upgrade button on my side. Obviously, you don't do anything. I'll just upgrade the difficulty on my side. So let's see if this actually works. This is 5 pirates who have just been punched by a giant metal man and then managed to duck under the hail of bullets. Let's see, did that work? That looks right. Okay, cool. Do you want to describe that to me, Nico? As 5 guys
Yeah.
don't do damage to you with swords.
They all clank off my armor and just stop and probably do a bit of 1 damage to them because it hurt their hands a lot.
I have this image of you just being like, as all these clanking kind of swords are hitting off, you're just like, I'll be right with you!
Well,
That's good.
what I have in my head as they're clanking him is one of them accidentally clanks at a certain way that what the arm that was mid-punch falls and hits one of them on the head.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna just go with the fact that they're slightly disheartened at the fact that their swords have done nothing. Because they go, oh, this is a big metal man. I think it's the dread that sets in, you know. Strain isn't always damage. It's just dread. Yeah. They don't look great. Okay. That is that done.
I feel like these guys were not expecting a shower of weirdos to come into the cave.
To be fair though, like,
Fucking
yous were worried about this, right? Yous were worried about this, and that was a bunch of guys with some swords against people with fuck tons of armor.
To be fair, I'm just a guy with a sword and a gun.
That's why you got riddled with
Right.
bullets.
Could I take this go? This is still to go. Sorry.
It's you or me.
Oh, I'm still to go as well.
Yep.
So
Why have we
Right.
only got 2 slots left?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Count the player
How
slots.
strange.
Before it gets to round 1, it said there's only 2 left.
Yep, so overall count the player slots. How many are there?
6.
And how many players actually are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Calum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
someone didn't roll initiative. So,
Wow.
yep,
Was it maybe my first roll didn't get counted, did it?
I don't know. But how about
I
you
know it
just
wasn't me.
roll... How
Do you
about...
want me just to roll?
In fact, no, Joe, it's even easier. We'll just have a player go at the end. Right? And then we don't need to remove 1 for Calum having disappeared.
Right.
Hooray.
I will if it's
So it's
okay with
3 players
me to
then.
go.
Three players have
Yeah.
are left to go. That fixes everything. 'Cause I
Okay.
have no more guys anyway, so it's, you know...
Are we cool for me to go?
Yes.
Have at it.
Go right ahead,
Okay.
friend.
I will do exactly as you suggested, interestingly enough, and take 2 strain for my pleasure, which I will add
Nice.
2 strain, and then I will go and be
Yep.
pit. How do I pit? I remembered how to pit.
Ah, the
Yay.
glory days.
Package.
Pipage.
Coupage.
Shut up. Okay, I'm gonna use it. I'm actually gonna use it as a story point
Oh my.
to do good stabbing because I figure he's probably pretty angry.
Mm.
Maybe just runs in and swings exceptionally wildly.
So are you going to do the maneuver of walking forward and then, I don't know, do you kick your sword into your hands or do you just lean down and pick it up? Like, what's the...
No, I imagine he's sort of already moving as he just grabs it with one hand
Mhm.
and sort of lifts it overhead into a swinging position
Okay, yeah. Good.
and raises the other up to sort of grab it for a proper
Does
thrust.
he do the whole anime rah as he's running?
No, he's more elegant than that. Come on, he's no
Kinda-
Ichigo. Right, okay, so UC pointy.
Mm-hmm.
You flash flipping
And,
at them.
okay, this is going to be exciting. Have I coded my weapon properly? I say coded.
Right,
I mean,
so
have
I need to
entered
set
that?
obviously the pool and you need to write what you're doing. So you are fight hand them. It'll be...
What group of pirates was that?
Let me just work out what group of pirates that's 3. It is group 3.
Right.
They're all numbered on my side. It's a shame I can't show you those numbers apparently. I think if I assigned them to everyone I could, but I'm not doing that. Then they would just dance around the screen all day.
Okay. I have typed what I will do.
And let's see. They have no defense, obviously. And I don't think there's anything that comes up. Like, Gib, are there gang up rules? Like, is there, like, I'm standing next to 5 guys, so I get penalties?
And Burger.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Let me just quickly look at that. Attack difficulties, blah 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 blah. I don't think any of that. Yeah, we'll assume no for now. Right, so I've set the difficulty pool on my side. I'm gonna. In fact, everybody should probably have cleared the pool. That's probably what should have happened, but that's fine. I've cleared the player side of the pool. I'll modify that. I'm probably also going to just spend a story point because it's kind of exciting, isn't it?
Monster.
So I know, absolute
Okay.
monster. So in theory, this should be correct. If you
Okay, so I will roll now. That's...
That doesn't look correct.
What
is your brawn?
Brawn?
Yep.
It's 4, isn't it?
Right, and what is your melee skill?
Melee, let me check. No, that's right. According to this, at least.
What is your
3
melee
and
skill?
a yellow.
But you upgraded,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, took 1.
so it should be 2 yellow and 2 green.
Should it?
Right,
You got
so
But one in
what,
the skill and
like guys,
upgraded.
melee skill, what is it? Is it 1 or 2?
It's 1.
Right, so that's where the yellow comes from, because
Yeah.
your 4 greens sit there
Yeah.
as your brawn, and then 1 melee adds that turns one of the greens into yellow. You've got an upgrade. Did you put the upgrade in the dice bar? You did not, did you?
Ah, yeah, no, I didn't.
Hit that, and then re-roll.
I have done that now. Okay, and...
We should see 2 green, 2 yellow, 1 purple, 1 red.
Sorry, it's not letting me click my weapons for some reason. Weird.
Click the skill. I wouldn't rely on your weapons.
Oh no, like literally, I couldn't get into the tab.
Oh.
I have now got into the tab. and
Your
I
sword
will-
obviously just says, no, I have swung. Even if wrong.
There we go.
That looks corrector. Corrector is now a word. I have made it one.
It's the Elven
Um,
translation.
Indeed. Thus and so.
I am Attanor,
Okay.
and I am not just correct. I am corrector.
Is that look correct from your side as well?
Yeah, as I said, we were looking for 2 green, 2 yellow, 1 purple, 1 red, so that looks right.
Yeah, excellent.
So what's the damage on your sword as standard?
3.
It's a +3 if I'm not mistaken. On a sword. Because it's a melee, so it'd be your brawn
Is
plus
it?
the weapon,
Okay, let me just check.
right? I'm not
Me-
messing that up.
Yeah.
Melees are plus, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
okay, in
I
that
know the
case,
knife is
7 plus the 2, so it would be 9 total.
Yep, so at 9 damage, let me just add that in to group 3.
With the critical rating of 2, does it not mean he can do 2 criticals with those?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it would
Could
one,
never
one
do.
critical, and then I could upgrade it the roll by 10.
Let me
Oh,
just
so can you only do 1 crit at a time?
Mhm.
Right.
give me a second to do some maths.
I think Vicious might be passive as well.
What, sorry?
I think Vicious might be passive, so you wouldn't have to spend the advantage to use
Yeah,
it.
I'd get that, but it would also be I'd have to spend it for like the extra 2.
So it would go up by 20 essentially instead of 10.
Yeah.
Which is nicer, let's face it. Let's see, 1, 2, blah 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 blah. That all makes sense. There were that many. Let me work out how many there are left. Okay, yeah, so you definitely kill one.
Yay!
Most definitely. But what are you
Yay.
doing with the crits and stuff? Because
Kill count!
if you crit, you can kill another one, just auto kill.
Well, I will spend 2 of those to crit.
Okay, so there are 2 left. So do you want to describe how you finish the swing?
I like to think he charges in. Probably as he approaches, he does shout something elven. He's not like just screaming anime style. Let's say, for the sake of argument, it's a Shalanore! Yes. And
Only if you turn around after it, fix your hair and go, Balori.
I like he cleaves through one, but because he's put both hands around the hilt and he's swinging full force rather than fighting one-handed like he usually would, he goes through him and into another.
Yeah.
That leaves me with 2 more to spend. Could I use those to boost an allied character's next check?
Yeah.
Cool.
So whoever goes next, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
buoyed by the sight of me cleaving 2 people apart.
in fact, I think having 2.
You can boost
means-
any character.
You can also perform a free immediate maneuver. I think does it say that perform an immediate maneuver free? So, no, you've
Yeah,
done
that's the
2.
thing.
You've done 2, so you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Forgot over 2. Yeah, I'll take the boost to any allied character's next check. So, yeah, okay. I think that's me all done.
Who is the allied character you're giving it to?
That's a good question.
Me.
Do you have a purpose in mind? Because I'm happy to give you the boost.
And I would say narratively it needs to make sense.
Well, I think. Well, I'm gonna probably have even. Well,
Also, in fact, let me just finish the narrative first as well, and we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that. So as you cleave through one so easily, and it's like pulling a kind of like a vapor trail of blood with it, the sword,
Nice.
right through the other, and obviously like you hit into the last guy, because there is definitely one left in that group. In fact, there's 2 left in that group. That's what there are. There are 2 left, I believe. I've done my maths right. Because there was only 4 and you've killed 2, so there's 2 left. Yeah, you're way into the 3rd guy, and as you go in, the kind of the vapor of blood all seems to be absorbed by the sword.
Cool.
As if there is no waste.
Waste not, what not.
Yep. But obviously, you maybe finish that kind of, a Shalanori with the blade stuck into the 3rd guy as opposed to the 2nd guy. Yeah.
Nice.
intense. Love it.
So, Kahr, if you are indeed going next.
Yeah, I think Kahr was initially when we were on when we first entered the cave was on the professor's kind of left hand side, and so as he's crossed to attack that group of brigands and has suffered damage, she would have been scandalized. Is the only word I can think of.
Something I can
By
think of as
this-
well, weirdly.
by this, like, how dare they, so would probably have kind of shouted "Professor!" and drawn her very inadequate knife, and charged on the same group of people that he is currently engaged with. So is now kind of, I don't know, where's and how I can figure the pip. Can I pip?
Mm-hmm.
Has pipped. And I'm gonna hope that I've again coded this knife in a correct way. And what?
So type what you're doing first, and then
Okay.
I'll set the difficulty on my side.
Okay.
Right, mine's a set. So it should just be you adding your dice pool to it.
Should it just be clicking the dice roll for this for the weapon?
In theory,
I've
if it's
added.
right, yes. Like, what is
Right, okay.
your brawl,
Fabulous.
or your brawn, sorry, your brawn stat?
My brawn stat is My brawn stat is 2,
And what
and I
is your
have
melee?
a melee rank of 1.
Okay, so that should be 1 green, 1 yellow. In theory, it should
well-
show that on the weapon.
Right, okay. But it doesn't show that on the weapons section of my whatnot.
Why not? What does it say on the weapon section?
On the weapon section where you just add a weapon, it just has it all in text. So it says like the damage, which I think is 1 for a
Hit the dice to roll it
knife.
just now.
For a
Let's
knife.
just roll it now.
Okay,
This won't
let's
count.
just.
Nope, that
Does
looks like
that seem
that
to
looks
have
like it's
rolled
gonna
in a
roll
way that
correctly.
is.
So now type what you're doing and roll again.
Right, okay, perfect. Charging on group. What group is that, or does it not matter?
It is indeed 6.
Charging on group 6.
It does matter
Perf.
because I'm tracking all the health separately like a madman.
Okay, perfect. I don't know whether it mattered for posterity. There we are. No.
Nope. But what's your advantage? Also, that's also still wrong, because if you were taking the boost, you should have a blue in there.
Oh, how do I add the boost to the?
The dice
Is there a
pool at the
section to
top.
add boost?
Dice pool at the top.
The blue one is boost.
Yes.
Oh, so I just add 1 to
Yep.
the
Just
to the dice pool and then hit the weapons. What's it?
Exactly, and that in theory should roll
Right.
it well.
This is easier than I anticipated.
Is
If
it?
I've got
That's
that right.
incorrect,
Oh, no.
Oh
it
no!
should be-
How?
because it should be 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 blue, 2 purple.
I didn't change the yellow though. How did it? Why did it
Did
auto
you change the
whatnot
upgrade?
it? I don't think so.
Go back to the
I
top.
just hit.
Does it have upgrades? Or did you add 1 to blue?
No, I just added 1 to the blue.
Okay, roll again. Nope, Are you clicking the dice pool button at the top, though, or the weapon button at the bottom?
Maybe. Sorry.
Mama.
Emma.
There we go, that's correct.
Emma.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Hooray!
It's also a success.
Success! Hurrah!
A very threatening success.
Yeah, well, they're my favourite type. Thank you, Colin. So
You're welcome.
you can put that right in your pipe and smoke it. I don't. Okay, so I succeed in a stabbing.
Right, so what's the damage on your knife?
1. A
Where,
whole single.
where did you
And
get
it's a
the
plus
stats
1.
for your knife?
There's a +1. Pardon?
Where did you get the stats for your knife?
Well, we just
Basic.
looked up knife in the book today.
Basic stat knife.
Okay. Where in the book is that?
Oh
I
god.
don't know where that is.
I think it's under the bit that says weapons.
There was a bit in the example for combat. Knife was the one that used for combat, so we got it from that.
Mm. Oh, I can't find it.
Why does it say +1? Like, in comparison to everything else that just
Where?
has like 6 or something.
Where does it
and
say this?
damage.
Page.
in the
Page
book. In 91.
91. There we go. Stuff I can use. Right, where are we looking? 91. Let's have a look. Weapon descriptions. A knife. Knife is small, encompass value 1, blah 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 blah. And
It's brawn plus damage for
yeah.
the knife.
So what's your brawn? 2.
A bronze 2.
Plus 1 is 3. Plus the
One.
success is 4.
Huzzah.
So 4 damage, and then 2 threat. So that translates into you going up, stabbing them. I reduce the damage by their soak. They go down, their HP total. You have managed to tick over enough to kill one of them.
Yes.
So that's the damage that the professor did, and the damage that you have done has been enough to kill one of them. So you just walk up and stab one of them. It looks pretty beat up and maybe a bit concussed. And yes, but now I get the fun of spending those wonderful, wonderful threats.
Excellent. Good. Well,
Um,
you are welcome.
and I think maybe it's just to freak Russell out by giving him a setback on his next action, because he's just seen the crew just pretty much go and murder people, just all out murder them.
Well, look.
Well, he did, and that was the problem.
Hey.
And I think Russell is up.
Yep. Alright. Ready for some jank.
Yeah, I am ready
Right.
for all the jank.
I'm going to shout, "Come on, Bertrand, would you go help fix the professor?"
Oh my god.
And I'm going to try and get Bertrand to basically cover me as I make my way over to the professor.
Okay.
Adorable.
Rules wise, I take my action to conjure, and then I use my maneuver to move over to the professor, and then I'd probably take cover as with the 2 straight,
Okay.
and then Bertrand goes.
Okay.
But
you're essentially going to
narratively,
be
I was just
going
yeah.
to be summoning him at the professor, right?
Yeah,
So that he actually moves to the
yeah,
professor.
and Bertrand would also join me. His turn goes immediately after mine. He gets maneuver and action as well.
Mhm.
So he'd move over.
In that case, you don't need to then summon him at him unless you just wanted to. Because if you
Mhm.
summon him at that location, so long as it's a location he can reasonably plod to, he can go there.
Yeah.
Makes sense, because you're not just magically teleporting him.
Mhm.
Or at least yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, sure. How is that going to play in with the fact that I've told you narratively you've just been slightly traumatized by all the blood? Like, I just feel like maybe you wouldn't just be running straight in because of that description, because that's the setback that you're facing because of that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So talk me through that, Russell.
I'm not sure.
Because it's mostly a combination of having watched, the captain be riddled by bullets, Ash be riddled by bullets and then throw green shit through the ground, Attanor having sliced through 2 people and into a third, weirdly, bloodlessly, and watching
Wholly normal.
Kahr just boost into some guy's neck. So, yeah. It hasn't been a great day
Yeah.
for children. Or innocence.
Rep innocence.
That is the TripAdvisor review of this mission.
This cave, 1 star.
Not a great day for children or innocence.
Bed service was terrible. But yeah, so that's why I'm giving you that setback on your next action. So, narratively, that's because, oh god, what? But then you're like, I'm just going to run in and help the professor, so talk me through that.
I don't know. I planned the turn before setback, so I don't have it.
Okay, so this is going to be brief part 2, tacked on to the end of part 1, so it should be 1 recording. We have lost some of our players. We're going to wrap up our combat session. We're already way over our time limit for tonight because we started quite late. And we're just going to wrap up the session with an XP chat. And for those, Emma's 2 cents were mostly she really enjoyed seeing where, I guess, what's the phrase? Seeing where the dice lie, I guess. For people's decisions on whether to go or stay when it came to Zhia, and that was what she really enjoyed, and she wanted to put that in there as her thing. I know that Carlotta, Calum, wanted to say that he really enjoyed the visuals of Ash's turn of combat as well.
Yes.
You put that into the wrong WhatsApp chat, that's fine.
The monster.
I know. And,
Yeah, he sent it to me and you just
yeah, he did. It's fine now. But he's like,
You
oh,
subgroup.
it was like, oops, this was supposed to be for the audience chat, oh well. And then didn't cross-post it. But yeah, so Carlotta really enjoyed the fact that there was a lot of like I guess visuals to that and the healing. But yeah, I think we'll just start at the top as usual, and we'll work our way down the list for XP.
I really liked Attanor.
God,
Jeez.
Attanor.
I'm sorry.
Attanor.
Anatar.
I've done it.
Attanor. I know. It's because
Yeah, I
you're in my other game.
Attanor, did his name.
I have both of these names in my head now. No, I enjoyed him. Attanor's attempt at ambassadorialness towards the beginning.
Yeah.
Greetings,
I thought that
cave
was quite
dwellers.
fun. Greetings, cave dwellers.
I did like it when he spoke more corrector.
I liked the back and forth between the group and Attanor at that point, where it's like, that's what you're going with. Like, yeah.
Your
don't wanna
human
steal-
traditions are strange, but that you're human.
I don't want to steal any more points, I guess, from people, because we tend to cover the same ground over and over again.
Yep.
So
It creates a path. That's how we walk.
Your go, Stephen, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm not used to being next. Normally there's like 2 or 3 other people before me. Yeah, no, like it is generally a lot of the things that have been spoken. I loved the whole okay, let's go, and then everyone's like, no. I was so weird being the guy who's like, no, let's leave, let's not fight, and have everyone go, no, we're staying and we're fighting. I'm so used to being the let's stay, let's fight, and everyone going, no, stupid, we'll die. There's so many of them. So that's great to have everybody on my page for a change.
how we feel about Zhia overrides any. Oh God, there's too many of them. Feelings.
To be fair, that's how I feel about everything and everyone, and I'm just sorry that the rest of you can't be on my level all the time.
My level, and
Invested.
suddenly you're a valley girl.
Oh my God.
So,
It's not my fault.
anything else to add to that discussion
um,
besides self-praise?
hey, who else is going to praise me?
This is true, I guess.
No, that was because there's mostly just shooting, and unless I can give myself points for hitting the guy, because pow pow. Yeah, there's just the camaraderie was nice to see everyone on the same level. Really, that was nice.
That was good. I quite liked the fact that everybody was like, no, let's actually maybe we won't just leave Zhia.
And it allowed me to do the boring conversation anyway. So
Yep.
I'll always take those points.
Nico?
Yeah, I guess everything that's kind of happened in the session has already actually been mentioned. But yeah, I like the self-hostage negotiations in general.
Self-hostage?
Self-hostage, nice.
I like the like the wacky necromantic healing, and I can't remember what Colin actually shouted, but just...
Yeah, what was that? I don't understand.
A Shalanori, it's...
What's the story in a Shalanori? Like, what's going on?
Wouldn't you like to know? It's actually it's a blood. Well, it's a Kildorai phrase. This is obviously what else use it to. Can't remember the name of their language anyway. Is it Keldanath or something? But it's like a phrase that's said by certain Blood Elf characters, most notably Keldanath, who says it rather enthusiastically. Salama, Ashala, and things like that. In Ashalanori is one of his best ones, and I just thought it would be fun for my elven character to say it as he charged. I can't even remember what it means.
Plagiarism, mostly.
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah.
You know, but and obviously the rage of Carlotta.
Yes, the swift exit of Carlotta.
I honestly, I don't know how to deal with that type of character. I've never dealt
You
with
mean
that
a
kind of character
civilian?
before.
A non-combat
Yeah.
civilian, yeah.
I've never dealt with that. Like, that's why I was literally like, Nathaniel's just like, I guess I'll practice more.
A normie.
That was good.
Saws, make a joke, laugh it off.
Yeah.
No one was hurt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You were hurt.
Was I?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got shot a lot.
No, I mean the archery.
I
Alright,
was
sorry.
hurt. I was hurt in the feelings.
Yeah, look, I like seriously. Don't make you make me feel. I am so.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, Steve.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it's also a you problem because you got sad. So,
I'm not sad. Ash is sad. Was sad. Not anymore.
so Ash being sad doesn't make you sad. I don't know how you people play these games. Like,
It does a bit, but that
well,
isn't
then, so you're
enough
sad.
To
That
make me
sounds like it's a-
upset.
sad is
There
it?
are worse things that can happen in RP.
Worst things happen at sea.
Not for me. I'd rather die than be sad.
Okay.
So, moving swiftly on, what an interesting evening this is
Don't take that
turned out
advice,
to
kid.
be. Right, Attanor.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that's already been discussed, obviously. It was fun to get to do some combat in a system I haven't experienced before.
Mhm.
That was great. It was nice seeing people get to sort of flex their muscles in game and do what they do and see how their powers work and what have you. It was interesting, working with a sort of civvy character in the sense, like, my only previous experience, anyone who's watched this point have watched, well, I mean, you would have watched, I suppose, just stared at the Roll20. Anyone who's listened to this point will know that this is my second RP, and my first was in the 13th Age, which is not really, although you could take utility skills aplenty, you really couldn't build a non-combat character.
Mhm.
This wasn't a thing.
I'm just hoping Carlotta starts like creating smoke bombs and things,
Yeah.
just flings them.
It
and
would be
runs away.
interesting, but it was cool. It was a cool experience for to have a character who can actually fight and doesn't want to.
I just want to say, Colin, that I hope this wasn't me flexing my muscles and this is how I do things, because I don't want to do things like this every time we get in a fight.
Well, you antagonised someone and went to shoot them, but they were basically you, so they had already had the same idea. That sounds right.
Hey, I believe I didn't antagonize anyone. I tried to defuse the situation and then shot at them.
I cut two people in half. That was great. Points, please. Right?
I
You know,
killed
that's the-
someone with the
I think
magic
that's-
vines that came out the ground. I
That's
did
the sassiest I've ever heard Colin be. Points, please.
You missed
That's-
Don't Be a Bitch Balana. That's what you missed.
No, I
I
did-
didn't
I did.
hang around for 13th age, so.
I did miss that.
So, yeah, no, I think that's quite good. I'd say the stuff that I'm quite happy with is people seem to like the narrative of Ash's green stuff. That's fine. I quite enjoyed it.
I mean, I didn't like experiencing it. That was not. I mean, it was pleasant, not pleasant.
Experience.
Thanks, no thanks.
I imagine it probably did feel a bit like a sting as soon as it like wraps around you, but obviously then it just seems to like invade and fix.
Yeah, it's- I imagine it's a bit like, antiseptic stuff you get sprayed on you when you've had a bad cut. And it's that, oh, that stings, but then it feels better.
Don't describe stuff after the RP's happened. Don't make it sound better now.
Yeah.
Just wait till next week and we'll retroactively edit in. No, but I liked that. I thought it was quite good. I loved the idea of this kind of creepy green vine stuff glowing all the way across the ground, snaking its way up to Stephen and then or Nathaniel, and healing him. There was probably some degree of green glowing for the wounds or what it could fix on you, because
Yeah.
you were quite
I,
bad.
love, I like I have this image of it like healing me, and I'm being like, "There's still a bullet there."
Just
Please
sealing it
don't
in.
close over. Please don't close over the wind.
No, anything that would
Stop
justified healing would have popped the lead kind of bearings out.
Stop healing. Stop healing.
Other things I've noted down as well was Attanor leading in with negotiations. I thought that was quite good. That was definitely
Trying to work into a role.
Yeah, that's good. It's like, talking with humans politely. Right. Yes. And there's obviously
Cave
Troglodytes!
Cave dwellers.
so I think that's good as well.
Filthy peasants.
I would say I've put in the group convo for the whose allegiance lies where with the leaving Zhia behind thing, or will we go away, think about it, go back and hope she's still there, or it's still there, or will we just leave Zhia? So I've put that in. Other things is you've talked a bit about Carlotta's non-combat role. I've put that in because I actually think that's going to be something you will need to get used to as a group, is understanding that if you choose to fight, you will maybe have to protect Carlotta, and maybe to a degree Russell, just based on that, possibly even to Robyn, when Naomi can make decisions.
There might be, we may have to narratively work in preparing them for combat.
Exactly, yep, so that'd be quite a nice way of actually gauging, because the reason why it's getting XP is because Calum has introduced an element you will now need to resolve going forward. Being
Even Rocky had a montage.
Like, so Carlotta is going to obviously not necessarily, like, she's run away from this, so that's plenty of RP opportunity after this if you survive. To be
Well,
like,
I did set up a shooting range.
so then, yeah, but that's probably going to cause more problems for Carlotta. The other thing I've
Yeah.
added in as the final point is Carlotta's kind of freak out at Nathaniel. And adding in the elements of the reason why it was a bigger deal is because it was the last sample of the tree Carlotta had. So I'm adding that in to the list because I think that's a massive narrative point
Oh yes.
Yeah.
that has got such potential to open up a whole bunch of doors for people, not necessarily smash them over people's heads, but
I mean, you never know.
indeed.
I just go around picking peepholes in the ship.
Don't know until you know.
But like, just obviously, that's why I wanted to flash back to the Carlotta scene when we had that one last week, because I won't be doing that with everything we miss, but some things I will, because it has the potential to create massive story opportunities. Like, again, last remnants of the tree, obviously maybe specifically doing it when she knew Ash was busy elsewhere. Experiments, bang, smash, oh no, that's it, I now have no more, oh god, and then having a go at you as the captain. I like that because it then also adds in the fact that Carlotta's not necessarily against shouting at people when it's annoyed her, but at the same time, in the way Calum portrayed that, it wasn't exactly like, how dare you, you're outrageous. It was more of a,
she
oh my god,
seems
I can't
quite timid.
believe
Yeah.
you've done this, you don't understand what this means, why don't you care, I'm leaving now. You know, like,
That's why, like, in character, I was like, she was so quiet. Like, I don't want to piss her off.
yeah, because that's mildly terrifying.
Mhm.
Also, she'll probably kill you in your sleep. So,
Yeah.
like, kill you
Not
with
even
sleep.
in your sleep. Kill you
If
when
I've,
you're eating
if
your
I've learned
breakfast.
anything, it's don't assume anyone's ever going to do what you tell them, because no one cares about you, Captain.
So I would say that was a 5 XP session for those 5 things alone. So that was non-combat Carlotta, Carlotta the Rage Beast, Ash with the green healing tree vine things, Attanor's negotiations, and the group convo
Nice.
about let's not abandon Zhia, but also some people being like, no, that's okay, we can leave, because there was a divide.
Was there anyone who was, well, other than, I think Carlotta was the
And
one
Russell,
who was like,
Russell would have followed
No.
you. The orders were to leave.
I know, I wasn't sure, because
I think though, if
gave
you
the
stayed,
order.
Russell would stay. I think that was what
Yeah.
Gibb said. Basically, was that the captain's in charge, so that was a thing.
Because I very much, I was, let's leave her. I was wanting to stay, but trying to make the best crew-based decision to
Yeah,
protect what
let's
I could
not
Taking
get
your role
everyone
as
killed.
captain seriously. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You know, you sigh, time to be captain. Everybody back out of the cave slowly. You
yeah.
know.
Put on my captain face, everyone. This is my captain face. You know what happens when I have my captain face?
Yeah, we told you to
you've
throw that
listened to-
away. Who did you
You've
get that
listened-
from?
We
Oh,
don't
look,
care
you've
about your
listened.
captain face.
You listened to me in exactly the same amount of time as you do with my non-captain face.
To be fair
just
though,
a
does
face,
captain
man.
face plus 1 soak? Like, how does that work?
I tried. so many
Anyway,
years ago.
what are we calling that session?
Carlotta Rage. Boring conversation.
Ricochet.
Cave dwellers.
Cave dwellers? Yeah.
I like
Cave
cave dwellers.
dwellers, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I'd called them troglodytes now, though. Maybe that'd have been a bit too much.
That's probably too fancy a human word for you, to be fair.
He's not too bad. I think he's like more overly formal sometimes is his problem. Like he can't really gauge the appropriate tone for a conversation.
Is it weird that when you said Ricochet, I was like Rick Caveshay? And I was like, no, it's terrible. It's so bad.
What? I don't even. What? I don't even know why that occurred to you.
So, going with cave dwellers?
Cave dwellers.
Cave dwellers? Yeah.
Or greetings, cave dwellers?
Did I even say greetings? I can't remember. I thought I just went like sort of put my arms out as if to a gesture of salutation and went cave dwellers sort of thing. But oh god.
We can call it
Replay
Cave
tape.
Dwellers, and I can obviously replay the audio and add in if there was a hello Cave Dwellers or a greetings
Yeah.
Cave Dwellers. So I'll add that
Cool.
in post. Actually, I also need to learn how to edit so that we can edit out the ending of the last one and hash this onto it. So there's just one upload for this one. I'm done. If you guys are done,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you for playing, and goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.